live from Studio Finite. It is Friday Night Live. Woo! Starring Finity, Delete, special guest maybe McVenom, musical guest no one because of YouTube copyright, and now your hosts Delete and Finn. Woo! Yay! Welcome everyone to another episode of The Bunker. I hope you guys are all having a great start to your weekend. It is Friday. It is Friday night. We are here to chill, have fun, talk about State of Survival, the mobile game that deals with zombie killing, and we are all fans of killing zombies here because the worst kind of zombie is a zombie that's quote-unquote alive. Because I guess technically they're still dead, right? But they're alive, they're moving, but we can't consider
living
them
dead,
alive.
if you will. Yeah. I feel like, they're definitely alive. But not really.
No.
Is a zombie capable of love? Well, I guess depending on the movie.
Yeah. No. We're not starting that discussion. That movie is the dumbest movie ever. Freaking zombie finds love and comes back. No. That is a dumb movie. It is dumb. Just like twinkling vampires. At some point, you go too far. Okay? At some point, you go too far. A zombie that comes back to life due to love is as ridiculous as a vampire that twinkles in the sunlight. Like, no, we don't need twinkling vampires. We don't need zombies with heart. We just don't. Those are things we don't need.
I feel like in The Walking Dead, one of the most harshest scenes was the guy that it was like season 1. And it's like Rick goes to Atlanta and he's at the CDC. And the guy's like, yeah, so this was patient 0. And he's like watching his wife die and then like sort of reanimate as a zombie. And then right before he blows up the CDC, why? I have no idea, but he does. And then that was like one of the more heart-wrenching parts, because then you find out it was like his girlfriend or his wife or whatever. And it's just like, oh man, wow. That's really messed up.
Welcome to Ronnie K. Nagai Vapes. Nagai Vapes is saying King Kong fall in love. Oh, hey, King Kong is an animal that thinks he protects the world, even fights Godzilla, and then I will give him the ability to love. Primates are somewhat smart, but he is not thinking with his head in that case, right? Love on the primate level is a little bit different. And in the movies, he has not made bad choices in terms of who he's falling in love with. So I give him a pass.
Yeah, pretty solid. I actually, I really like Kong Skull Island. There were a couple parts that were like, all right, well, that's a little weird. But I mean, that was like a solid movie as far as seeing Kong, because you saw Kong so much. I didn't see Kong versus Godzilla because they said it was really bad. So that was a shame. But Kong Skull Island was like, hey, all right, look at this. This is actually not that bad. This is actually watchable.
Yeah. And don't forget, they actually made a song out of it, Delete. Giant primate love. Do 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 do. Giant primates. They love the women. Giant primates. They love their women. In the city, on top of the buildings, they will hold you and they'll console you. See, they even made a song out of it, so it is legitimate. That is all I can say.
Finn, is there anything you can't do? Because you can carry one hell of a tune. That was the voice of an angel and a generation at the same time. It's pretty incredible. Oh man.
There you go. See, you get a little bit of everything here on The Bunker.
Yeah. This is why you guys tune in, I'm assuming. I'm hoping. Just the fact that we're both, just like this all the time.
Durgan, that Badonka Kong. That's true. That is true.
Well played. Well
Ronnie
played.
K with the sing it. I hope you appreciated that. I do this all for fun, and I hope you guys enjoy just coming here, having a good laugh, and enjoying your time. Froggy, welcome. We don't need to talk about the zombie flies. No. We don't need to talk about the zombie flies. By the way, on that note, I have a reason for the flies. So I have figured out the reason for the flies. And it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but I have a reason for the flies. So as an update, I know we're going a little bit on tangents. Just so you know, when I host streams, it is all about tangents. We'll get to SOS. We just have to go like a little bit of a roundabout way. We're taking some detours. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, because guys are gonna go on a little bit of a story here. So Friday, right, was when I had all those issues. Saturday and Sunday, I was not here, right? So Monday is kind of like my first day back in my apartment, because Saturday and Sunday, we were visiting my parents. So Friday, there were the flies, right? So I think in total, I had killed 3 flies that day. There were 2 on stream. There was actually 1 earlier. So I didn't know what was going on. I came back to my apartment on Sunday night, and I found 2 more and killed them, right? So that's 5. So I'm trying to figure out...
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what it was. So it turns out that they were drain flies, okay? But here's the problem. Here's the problem. The reason I figured that out is because Monday, like I go to the gym, right? And I shower and everything, and I come back, or I mean, I don't shower there. I come back to my apartment to shower. I start the shower, and as I get towards the end of the shower, my tub starts filling back up. Like the water's not draining. So I'm like,
whoa,
that's weird. Now, I've had this happen before, right? I think anyone, maybe not so much you, Delete, maybe with your wife and everything, hair can clog up a drain, for sure.
Yeah.
Right? I've had that happen too. Doesn't have to be a lot. Sometimes even just a little bit, it starts to tangle up. So I have one of those like plastic like zip cord snake things, right? And they have a little prong, so you like stick it in there, you pull it out, and it like pulls out the sheet of hair. So I'm like, so I'm like, okay, let me do this and just clear out the drain, because that's what's happening, right? So I turn off the shower, I open the curtain, I see that water has accumulated on the bathroom floor. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is like the weirdest thing. Like, water shouldn't have gone out of the shower. I also noticed that the toilet is like lower in water. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I flush the toilet. The toilet bowl like fills up. It doesn't overflow, but it doesn't drain. And then the water slowly starts going down in the toilet as more water is seeping up into the bathroom floor.
Whoa.
So what it turns out happens is that there is a clog in the main drainage line that combines the tub and the toilet. Like the sink is fine, the other bathroom is fine, but it's the common line that is draining from the tub and the toilet. So I have to call my apartment complex. I tell them that there's a leak. The water is coming through because the pipe is all backed up. So the water is kind of like seeping through and coming in from under the floor up onto the top and then draining. So I'm like, okay, let me call the maintenance person. So the maintenance person comes. He does the same checks I do. Like he takes off the top of the toilet, checks to make sure the plunger is still good, and checks. So none of that is it. So he's like, yeah, there's a clog, but it's way down there. I can't do anything, because he's kind of like a handyman for the apartment complex. So he's like, I have to call the plumbers, but they should be here. So the plumbers get here, and like an hour and a half later, they come. They clean out the drain, and the guy's like, yeah, it was really backed up in there. The whole thing was just blocked. So I'm like, that is where the flies are coming from. Because, unfortunately, there was a, like, if you have stagnant water, right, which is what it was in the tub, anything that floats will eventually find its way up. There was stuff coming into the tub that was not pleasant, I'll say. Including a lot of stuff that I will say was not mine.
Oh.
So I have not eaten raisins in months. That's all I'm gonna say, right? So that is what was causing the drain flies. So when they
Wow.
cleared it out, everything was gone. Everything was good now. And just to be safe, I like filled up both my sinks with really hot water and then I opened them up just to flush out the entire pipage. But that was the problem. Immediately, I called the maid service that I have and I'm like, I need an emergency cleaning of my bathroom. Luckily, they were
Seriously.
able to schedule me in the next day and then they cleaned it up. But that is the reason why there were drain flies, because somebody else,
Wow.
because it's a common drain line for I think my apartment and the apartment above. So for
Yeah.
whatever reason, it clogged the line, and that is why I had flies, and I have since had 0 flies.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
It is.
And that's awful. But I'm glad it's fixed.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
it's like,
now
I
it was
guess
good.
once they go down there with like a snake and they just like
Yeah.
basically just push it all through or like retract it and get it out,
Yeah.
everything's fine. But I can't even imagine. Oh, if you were taking a shower and it was backing up on you while you
No,
were
but
showering,
luckily
I
when
would
I
have
was
to
in
burn
the
my feet.
shower,
I would
no.
literally
Luckily
burn
when
my
I was in
feet.
the shower, none of that stuff came up. It came up afterwards because when I
Okay.
first started the shower, it was fine. I guess there was enough room in the pipe to hold some of the water, so I was towards
Right.
the end of my shower anyways, and it was just my regular soap water. So I'm like, okay, and it barely even like if I stood at the back of my tub because it's at like an angle, it was barely
Yeah.
touching my feet because I stopped it
Okay.
before it got to that point. But then as it just
Right.
stood there, it got worse. So,
Wow.
so yeah, so you joke about them zombie flies. There is a reason for it. My apartment is clean. There should not be flies in my apartment. So,
I can attest. Finn's house was very clean, and it was very nice.
thank God I had 2 bathrooms. Otherwise, I don't know what I would do. I wasn't using that bathroom. I was like, nope, no way I'm using that bathroom. So I have to go to the other bathroom, or I would have used Karma's. I'm like, no, there's no way. There's
That's
like,
cool. I mean, did that cost you anything? Were they like,
Oh,
you know,
no,
where
this
they're
is
like,
all-
oh, well, that's 15 grand?
No.
You
So
know?
this is a nice thing about living in an apartment complex versus owning your own home. I
Yeah.
am paying rent for them to be able to cover this because this is plumbing. This
Right.
is not me. So,
Right.
and then if they say it's me, my response is I don't eat raisins. So, I mean, that's effectively what the response is. It's like, okay.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. Who swallows raisins whole, though?
I don't know.
I guess-
Somebody has a
I guess
digestive
if you're doing
issue.
Raisin Bran, it's possible.
I guess
If you're
so.
eating Raisin Bran for
No,
breakfast.
they were golden. I know, TMI, but I'm telling you all this because you guys you guys joke about the flies, but I'm telling you there is a story behind it. Yes, I know TMI, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Well, there you
I
go.
didn't expect to be hit. I didn't expect to be hit with that.
No,
After that comment, but it happened,
it did.
and this is where we're at.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
glad
what
it's
happens.
over, though.
I am too. Trust me, I am too. Hi, Letty. Yes, I know. Ew, it was disgusting. It really was. I don't know what else to say. It was disgusting. I told the cleaning lady, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll make sure to clean the whole thing." I'm like, "Thank you," and then I tipped her extra. I'm like, "Thank you." Like the bathroom looked clean. It smelled clean. I took a shower. There was no backup of water. The floor was clean. I'm like, "Yay, my bathroom is back."
Yeah, it'd be a while before I could probably take a bath in something like that.
I
I'm not
don't
really
take
that
a
big of a
bath.
bath person.
Yeah.
I'm not really
Why
that
would
big
you
of a bath
want to
person.
take a
but
bath? Honestly, a bath is nothing more than you sitting in a tub of your own filth.
Not if you shower beforehand. That's the trick.
No. You say it's a trick, right? But water does not have limits in terms of where it goes. Okay? It doesn't have a limit. If you are sitting in a stagnant pool of water, right? There is water going in a particular area that otherwise you don't want to be sitting in. Okay? If water is consistently touching your butt, right? It is doing its water thing and you are sitting in it. No, thank you. I don't need that. I take a shower because the water drains away. Clean it off. right? You don't want to be sitting.
I can see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I remember actually, like this place I used to work. God, when I was a kid, when I was like 18, they sold hot tubs, and they were like, the guy was like, "Yeah, so I just want you to know that like everyone carries around like a thimble full of poop at all times," and I'm like, "That's gross," because I was like, every time you go into a pool or whatever, it's like that's a lot of thimbles.
Ronnie, I don't need the I'm not giving you the full visual about how the water enters and leaves. See, I'm not giving you that visual. I am simply just pointing it out. But see, the thing about the hot tub, right? You can get the jets. You can also get it so that it drains water at the same time that it's coming in, right? The pool also has a drain, plus it has chlorine. So you're not usually going to be in a chlorinated bathtub. I'm just gonna throw that.
It's
Most
still
people,
clean.
it's clean.
Still clean dirt.
Yes, but it's not. It's not chlorine, which is gonna like neutralize some of that stuff. So
yeah. Who
And
would have thought that we'd end up here?
Yeah, but you know why, right? Because it's just like pools, and you know who likes to use pools? Families.
Everyone.
Yeah, families like to have pools and play around. And especially when there are siblings. And there are 2 siblings in game that are now featured as the event, Eli and Emma. And they have a whole event. See, full circle. You just have to follow me through the detours. We are back, full circle. See, we are back. Exactly. Yeah, we're not going to talk about a tub enema, although that's not too far away, Ronnie. I'm just saying. I appreciate you embracing this conversation. That's the best part about
Yeah, good old tub enema.
Mm-hmm.
It's those 2 words I never thought I would ever put together.
Mm-hmm. But now you see what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Ew, tub girl. That's a separate conversation altogether.
Yeah.
Man, I love you guys. I hope you guys are having fun on the bunker. But we are going to talk about the Emma and Eli event. I don't want to open State Warfare. Let me scroll down here. Oh, it's gone now. Or no, do I have to update? Let me see if I need to update. For some reason, I feel like I have to update. Because it should still be there, right? Or did it end? Oh, it might have ended.
It ended. Because it was a trade. It was a trade event.
There was a trade event right at the very end for one day, right? Because the other event ended. Yeah. So
and
overall,
today is like the lucky card came out. Or so yesterday or today? I think it was yesterday. Lucky card came out.
Yeah. So I see the lucky card. I don't have enough right. No, I have 21. Let's see what I can get. I need some plasma. Okay? I need some plasma. Let's see if I can get some plasma. Okay, here we go. No, XP. Okay, 6. No, one more. I got X2, but I don't have enough for the next one. I got ×2, and I got the next thing. What did I get? Open my reward. I got 5 cards. I'm at 8. I don't have enough yet. I need 4 more. I haven't gotten the plasma yet. I'm getting closer. Letty almost forgot about SOS. See, that is why you have to, that's why you stay here. I eventually come around full circle. I see, that's what it is, Letty. It's just, you have to stick with me. McVenom is much more focused. I am not. And so, yeah. Just, you're surprised I knew about Tub Girl? Tub Girl was a big thing. I'm not gonna lie. She was as big as like 2 girls and a cup for a long time because of just how disgusting it was. And yeah, it became kind of a thing to know about what Tub Girl was, and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Hello, Sin.
It's a pretty epic video. Sin, what's going on?
Sin is saying, "Where is our resident slacker, McVenom?" She will be here at some point. That's all I can say. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. I make no promises.
Gonna have to tune in to figure it out.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And you'll know when we know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. McVenom is having a lot of time with family and everything right now, which is why I am filling in. But yeah, so that is. Oh, we have the Oasis guest. We're gonna go back to that too. But yeah, Tub Girl was a thing. What a time to join talking about Tub Girl. Oh, you missed so much of the conversation, Sin. You think Tub Girl was a bad part about the you missed a bit. You missed
Yeah, we did some heavy hitting. We did some heavy hitting today.
We did.
I'm not gonna lie. We took it to some dirty places.
Mm-hmm. Time for the
But we cleaned it up.
Time for the commercial? Is that supposed to be commercial or a mix between vomit and commercial? I don't know what a commercial is.
So, Letty, 2 Girls and 1 Cup is a video that someone really can't tell you about. You kind of have to experience it.
Yeah. No, it is. It honestly is. Letty, that answer is the correct answer. You don't want to know, but if you want to know, you have to look for it yourself. Because nobody wants to tell you, because it is something you have to experience yourself. That is all. It is true.
It's a Brazilian video, also. I don't know.
We don't know. I mean,
no, it's confirmed. The 2 girls partaking.
Sin, let me go experience it. No.
And tell us what you think.
No. Save Letty for that. She's already sus as it is. She doesn't need to do this.
I remember
it's a
it was like
must-be-seen type of thing, but you don't want to know. Exactly, in a guy vapes. That is exactly what 2 Girls and a Cup is. That is what Tub Girl is. It's just, no. You are better off.
All I remember is it was like, really? Everyone's talking about this? Because it's just like the way it starts off, and then it was just like, oh. I'm traumatized for life now.
Pretty much, yeah. That is exactly what happened. So yeah, no.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it, Letty. It's the only way I can put it.
I agree. Just please don't. Just please don't. Letty, we're trying to help you here. Let us help you by telling you not to do it. Just don't look it up. Don't look up that. Don't look up Tub Girl. You are much better off never knowing what these are. I'm just throwing that out there. It is for the best. That's all I can say. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's as honest as we can go there.
It is. Oh, there is worse than. Oh, I know, Sin. In the place that is the dark web, there is a lot that can be potentially worse. Just most of them have not become mainstream in any way. 2 Girls in a Cup and Tub Girl became mainstream for a little bit of time there, which is just disturbing. So, it's just no. We'll just avoid that. Yes, it is that bad, Letty. It is that bad. Sin. Is that what you're saying is your Sunday? Just Sin is just one man with one jar on a Sunday. When you see Sin alone on Sunday with a jar, it is no longer Sunday. It is Sin Day.
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Does not want to lay claim to that.
No,
he definitely does not want to lay claim to that. Fair enough.
I mean, we don't shame here, Sin. So if that's what you like to do, then go for it. We're in full support of you. I'm just not gonna watch it. I'm just throwing that out. Now, Letty, on the other hand, delete the therapist.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll talk about the sibling event here, because I think it was a simple event, right? I
actually got excited.
Yeah.
Because I thought I could get a skin that I actually didn't have, and unfortunately, I already had it.
Oh, the RNG skin that they were giving?
Yeah, the perm skins that they had out there to trade in to swap for. I already had all three. The ones that I'm missing are the ones that they will never release in game. Apparently, I don't know why. I don't know why they won't bring back like the carnival skin.
Isn't it a good thing though? Like, so let's just suppose for 1 second, right? The amount that you spend usually in order to get one of the skins, right, is fairly significant. If they made it so that a skin was RNG and you spent and you didn't get it, and it's like a new skin, I feel like that would probably get a lot of backlash versus making it so that it's a repeat skin but RNG that you get it, so people that have spent before don't have to like spend again, right? Anybody else, it's like this is your second chance. You had a better chance before, go for it. It's just luck now, right? Like I feel like if they didn't do it that way, it would have been a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just it's the I don't know if you're gonna repeat some, then repeat them all. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're only giving them to the top perm skins. You're only giving the top 10. You know, so it's not like or is it 10? Yeah, it's 10. For like for like a settlement buff. For a like your settlement skin or like the March skins, it's always like a repeat of the same ones.
Yeah.
Never like anything new or like anything really random. I think it should be random, because what am I missing? I'm missing 3 March skins. The Midsummer Fire, I think I have the Carnival skin for the March. There's one more. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. I just never see the ones that I'm missing up.
I think I have like all the skins, but in a temporary format. I have like if I look, so it's just fun to look at it because I looked at it the other day, right? So these are all the skins that I have. You'll see them on stream. That I've collected, and they're all like temporary ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 like temporary skins plus the fire one, which is more for resources.
Resources, yeah.
But potentially I could pop all 12 at some point and do something.
Like, that fire one, by the way, Sin, it's basically one of the rarest skins in the game because you can only get that when you start the game and it never comes out again.
Yep. And I actually didn't realize it, and I used the longer one. So the one that I have is just a 1 day. But when I was first starting out, I'm like, I need resources. So I burned the Fire Fury, and I think it was like a 7-day skin. And I made use of it. Like, I was always, like, getting the extra resources. But, yeah.
The shame is, they used to, once you had a permanent skin, you used to be able to, like, stack on top of the non-permanent, But now it's like, if you have the permanent, it doesn't let you use the temporary skins. Yeah. So you used to be able to cheat it a little bit and just pop like 3 extra if you were in Res Raid and you saw someone was just a little bit stronger than you. You can kind of make it up with the skins, but now you can't do it. Once you have it as a perm, you can't use the temp. So that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. That's definitely not as good.
But yeah, the temp ones are great. If you don't have the perm, you can definitely use, like Sim was saying, you can use them in Res Raid.
I'm just holding on for now. For now, I'm just holding on to them because the rest of my stats are not great. Like, if my stats were closer, I'd be able to. But just as an FYI, I am saving up. I'm currently Plasma 1, right? I have been Plasma 1 for a long time. That is because I am saving up to pop all the way to Plasma 3. I'm currently at 2,500 Plasma. So I found, like, once I get to 3,000, I can pop all of it. I can get to Plasma 3 plus Plasma 3 Riders. Potentially, I'll save up to get Plasma 3 Hunters and Infantry at the same time. But I have to count how much that is, how much more than 3,500 it is. Because what I realized is Plasma 2 and Plasma 1 is relatively worthless. Just straight up. There is no real value if you are a joiner to go into the Plasma, or to go into Plasma. Because you get very little benefit. Plasma 3 is where it's at, because Plasma 3 gets the additional abilities. Now, I know Sin is saying go Infantry and Hunter first. There is a clear reason why you don't go Infantry or Hunter first and you go Rider first. Do you know what it is, Delete?
No, I can't imagine one reason why that is.
It's because to get from Plasma 2 to Plasma 3 with the HQ, you need the garage at Plasma 2. So your garage, or I mean your barracks and your motorcycle place, the range, can stay at Plasma 1 or whatever, but the easiest troops to get to Plasma 3 are the riders, because the garage has to go to Plasma 2 in order for you to upgrade your HQ from 2 to 3. So your first easiest troop to get to Plasma 3 for the new abilities, if you don't have all of your troop buildings at the same level, is your riders.
Really?
Yeah. Each upgrade of the HQ needs one of the troop buildings at the same level, right? So for once you get to Plasma 2 for HQ, in order to go to Plasma 3, you need the Hero Precinct at Plasma 2, and you need the garage at Plasma 2. It changes each level. So from Plasma 1 to Plasma 2, you need the range. So your range has to be Plasma 1 in order to go from 1 to 2 with your HQ. To go to 2 to 3, you need the garage. And I think from 3 to 4, you need the barracks. So the reason to go for the riders first is so that you can get that level 3 ability. And it's the easiest one to get. They're the most useless troop type. They're actually not. So that's the interesting thing. People think that riders are you do use them probably in the least in percentages, right? However, if you can get Plasma 3 level 3, like the Plasma 3 abilities, they can wreck infantry. That's like their main thing, right? So if you're joining other people that have solid hunters, you come in with your riders. Your riders can take out infantry pretty well. I think riders are pretty underestimated in what their abilities are, because they are infantry killers at their base. Like their whole thing is to bypass and just get to the infantry. So that's
They always, I mean, in my settlement, it was the first thing that I did was hunters, so I could help out trap and do more trap damage. And then infantry was like shortly behind. Right. Because then it was just like, I mean, that's when you've got stronger infantry, you can just win that much more. And then riders I did last, and it was like, I think I have 1.4 million hunters, 1.2 million infantry, and I think I had like 800,000 riders.
Right.
Which is crazy, because also riders just about never die. They literally almost never die.
Yep.
If you're going on like a res hunting mission for like dead bases, if you send 100% riders, you actually suffer less losses. Or at the time, which is probably like, I don't know, a couple months ago, maybe like 3 months ago, people were sending like full riders, no infantry, to like settlements that were dead and that still had some troops, but not a tremendous amount, and suffering minimal losses. As opposed to if you were sending like an equal march and, losing like 20% or whatever.
Yep.
Or even 30% in some scenarios. So you can do it. I mean, it's just me, I
know. But it's the easiest troop to get to Plasma 3 for that additional ability. That's the reason why I'm taking it up. So I see what the comments are. So Tyrant saying, but then why not just keep at all to lower till you have enough and save till you can get infantry? So that's why my other plan is to take all 3 buildings to Plasma 3 at the same time. So with 3,000, I can get HQ to Plasma 3 and then get Riders to Plasma 3. My Hunters would be Plasma 1, and my infantry would still be level 30, so they would just be straight up T10s. So that's why I'm considering even holding beyond the 3,000. 3,000 gets me at least one Plasma 3 troop, right? So to your point, and I don't disagree with you guys, of the 3, I think Riders are probably the least useful. I think of the 3, they're the least useful. I don't want to say they're useless, though, because I think they have a solid purpose and they do get to the infantry. So That is why I am okay taking them to Plasma 3, because they do have a purpose. They wouldn't be my first choice, but they are the easiest one given where all the buildings are when you get to HQ 3 if you're trying to go like the minimalistic rep. But I am looking at saving up the Plasma and just doing all of the troops to Plasma 3 immediately. Letty's saying Finn is one of those people with HQ Plasma 3 but Plasma 1 troops. I don't want to be one of those people, which is exactly why I'm saving up my Plasma.
But I will be.
No, not yet. That's why I'm saving. That's why I'm saving, because I don't want to be one of those people where the troops are not like somewhat balanced, right? I'm Plasma 1 right now with Plasma 1 Riders, Plasma 1 Hunters, and T10 Infantry. So I want it to be just right now, like I would want it to be balanced when I get to Plasma 3, which is why I'm calculating how much Plasma I need. I just hate being like stuck at Plasma 1. Because I know my base can go so much higher, right? I can get to Plasma 3, just straight up. I can get to Plasma 3 with HQ right now and have just my low-level truth, but I don't want to do that. There's no benefit, right? But it just sucks being Plasma 1. Like, I look so much lower than the resources I actually have to boost.
I feel like a reason to another reason to kind of stay Plasma 1 is for SBS. You know, where like if you're getting rated by 5-star bases, which is typically the people that will kind of cross over and just try and destroy stuff, they won't get points for hitting your base. You know, if you're Plasma 2, they will.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're Plasma 1, they won't. So you could actually bypass that until you can become full Plasma 3, where even Plasma 5s are still a little like hesitant to hit 3-star bases. You know, because you'll win. A Plasma 5 will win, but they'll take that much more in losses depending on how many troops you have. So, you know, but you really, I mean, I'll just run through Plasma 2 bases all day.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting a tickle and I'm getting massive amounts of points for SPS.
No, that's exactly right. And I see what you guys are saying in chat. So some of the comments is Eric is saying fast track to Plasma upgrades would be to only focus on the 3 builds. If you're talking about Plasma research, which what Eric is saying, gather Plasma, focus solely on Research Lab. Research Lab, I do not think is a good investment for free to play. So I am free to play, right? If you take a look at Research Lab, it is way too expensive to get to tier 11. Straight up, it is way too expensive. So I have to do, let's just say we're going with these are the garage. Where's the infantry? Infantry's down here. Okay, let's say I'm trying to get tier 11 infantry, right? So for this one alone, I need 1100 Plasma. I have managed to save 2500 over like, oh god, 2500 over the last like 4 months. Now I did have some time that I was taking break because I was moving and all of that, right? But over the last like 4 or 5 months, I've accumulated like 2,500. It would take me forever. Just the final upgrade to get to tier 11 is 1,100. I need to do 12 upgrades over here at 33 a pop, right? So there's another like 1,000. Then we have 27 that needs 12 of them, right? So there's another like 600. There's 8 over here. Like it piles up the amount that I would need. I don't think it's worthwhile for me to do Plasma research.
I feel like a lot of steady play, free to play, I feel like you can kind of max out at like the 900 to 1,000 Plasma a month, you know, without going and breaking the free to play streak.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're, you know, saving up your bio caps from random things, you're doing the right things, you are, you know, Plasma labbing it up, you get hit pretty big on like, you know, the lucky encounters and things of that nature. And you can get to basically like 900 to 1,000 saved per month.
Yep. Oh, so, I see what you're saying, Eric. So you're talking about the actual Research Lab. Yes, I am 100% focusing on Research Lab. Like the actual just regular Research Lab, yes. Plasma research is not a good focus for free to play. Just getting tier 11 is just going to be way too much effort. However, to your point, Research Lab I am going to focus on. So here's the other thing. I am hoarding everything. Straight up everything. So I will show you guys right now how many speed ups I have. Here are my speed ups. So I have, let's just see, in construction, right? I have 623 hour construction speed ups. I have 2,600 single minute speed ups. And then just general, because I'm collecting these for construction to boost up all my buildings, I have 2,800 5-minute, 358 1 hours, 9 3 hours, and 2 8 hours. Just straight up. Then I have research, like all up in here, right? So I have 272 research hours plus 6,200 5 minutes, 1,800 single minutes. I have been hoarding everything because when I pop everything, I am planning to pop everything, like straight up everything. So I am doing research in the meantime, but as a free to play, battle is not my primary focus, right? As a free to play, my focus has been on trying to complete the development. So you'll not use all of them 1 hours to get 5 stars. So so I am gonna use I am gonna get to the research, right? So I am pretty happy about this. My development is like almost complete. Like you can see, like I have it on screen delete, so you should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
I have almost all of my development complete. I have the last hospital upgrade completing in a week. So then my hospital will be fully upgraded. So I have econ for my talents, right? So I get all the healing percentage bonus. Plus I have every battle dressing and more beds done. I'm like, I am making sure my hospital is complete. As soon as that is done, I'm finishing this last tool improvement, which reduces my construction time. So now all my research times are reduced, all my construction times are reduced, and then I'll focus on these like last troop ones. But the only downside that I have seen so far, right, is in our state, we do construction first, right? When it comes to SVS, like the first phase is usually when the construction boost goes out. The third phase is when the troop boost goes out, and the fifth phase is when the research boost goes out. Which means I can't research the troops before I use all my troop speed ups. That was the only downside that I saw to where I am right now. But it is what it is. I'm going to get my research done, and then I'm going to start on some of these and just try to get them out of the way. But I have almost completed my development, and as soon as my development is done, it is all out battle. And even my battle, I mean, it's farther behind now, but I'm like, I think halfway through. Let me see. I got up to here. Let's see. This is all maxed out. This is maxed out. Here we go. Now we're starting 4 of 5. And even some of these like are 5 out of 5. But I have a good bit left. I'm about halfway through on the battle and maxed out. So I've tried to do everything I could. I have tried to do like everything. So, oh, is this one done? Oh, I did enough of my dailies to lose 22 hours on this on this construction thing. Okay. I'll have to do this one later and just like get that out of the way. That's the other thing
running through the dailies is like a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, because it'll really progress a lot of those. I remember it was like I had done all battle, and by the time I started doing econ and development, a lot of them, like a solid percent, were just completed.
Yep.
You know, all I had to do was tap the button.
Yep.
And they were done. I was like, why? I was like, why didn't I just look at this? So this way I could have got the, progressed it a little bit better as instead of just going, all right, next battle. So that's solid though, Finn. That's solid.
I mean, I'm trying. And I had like a few months where I was just playing very little, so I fell more behind than I would like to have. But even during that time, I was like trying to plan out exactly how I was going to play. So
are you going to do it? When are you going to pop? Are you going to do it for like a survival of the fittest and like trying to get a permaskin or like a SVS? I wouldn't recommend SVS. The rewards aren't there.
So there's two different things, right? SVS becomes more competitive because all the payouts are over your 2 states, right? So you have 2 states competing against it. The new survival
Right.
of the fittest, even though you're competing against like 4 other states, this payout is still with your state. And there are some
Yeah.
additional bonuses. What I
Right.
have noticed, however, is the potential to actually get more biocaps out of the single release events.
Oh,
By just
yeah.
getting like first in that, right, or second or something, there's a whole bunch of biocaps to be won. Like, we can go look really quick.
It used to be a lot better for like power sprint. It was
Yeah.
like 86,000 caps. It was like, wow.
Yeah, so like power sprint is up right now, right? And for
I
first
feel
place,
like power
it's
sprint's up
50,000.
like every other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like
Oh, that's not
50,000
bad.
for first, 30,000 for second. If you get into top 5, it's about 10,000. I'm still thinking the other ones are better because you get access to some of the other like rarer shards and like the frags, right? So
Yeah.
I'm still thinking it'll probably be survival of the fittest right now, but I'm not 100%. I'm still thinking survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you should do it. You should do it when the survival of the fittest and the skin event is on, and just maximize both.
Yeah.
You know, because then you'll get the most out of those two, because then you'll get the legendary frags of a solid hero, and then all the rewards for like the arrows of killing infected and stuff like that. You'll get the rewards to get to like level 21 of those is pretty solid too.
Yeah. No, so that's what I'm hoping to do. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sin. So you get a lot from those like individual events like the power sprint.
Dailies.
Like you can get a lot from those. It's just a matter of the other part of it too, because I've been hoarding, right? I have not been hitting even the regular kind of like tier rewards in Survival of the Fittest. Right, and SVS, because you're hoarding, and some of them require you to like do the research and get a certain amount of points, and unless you're using speed ups, you're not getting those rewards. So what I have to do now is I need to see how many speed ups I have. Do I have enough, and do I have extra to spend on these survival of the fittest and other things for those tier rewards, so I can at least get those? Because right now I've been straight up saving up, and I haven't gotten like beyond like tier 2 usually, except for the resource grind one. So there is like a whole bunch of considerations that go into when you should pop your like resources if you're saving everything. And honestly, I don't know what the right answer is right now. I'm doing okay on bios, so I think getting bio caps is nice, but I don't think it's really gonna serve me a whole lot. I've been getting bios at a good clip. Right? I currently have like 18,000 bios. I have my VIP for another 28 days. So I don't have like anything. I already spent the 10,000 like a week ago in order to make sure that it's extended. So I have that. So it's like all these things is just like, okay, well, I'm doing okay, I think. So yeah. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, Sin, on Troop Day, all the so actually that's a separate question. So this is a question for you, Delete.
Mm-hmm.
So for like SVS and Survival of the Fittest, we have seen that you get more points for upgrading tier 9 to tier 10 than building new tier 10, right?
Depends on the day, because there's 2 troop building days, and one of them is the amount of troops that you make, and the other one is just straight tier. Like, and it gives you the difference between the two. Like one of them is.
But I thought the difference was still more.
I haven't done the math, but the last time that we talked about it, it wasn't better. It was better to do the upgrade in one and the actual full troop build in another.
We'll have to review that. Because I thought for those kind of events, it was always better to upgrade, but there was one of those single events where it wasn't better. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like those off events. So we'll have to compare next time. Actually, let me see. Oh yeah, we'll have to wait until we'll look at the next because do you have a Survival of the Fittest coming up? We have a State Warfare. So I'm assuming you have a Survival of the Fittest coming up. Okay.
We actually have a State Warfare.
You have a State Warfare, so now you're on the same schedule?
Yeah, we're matching. We're matching.
We're
right
matching
now
too
until tomorrow. Yeah, so
That's
I don't
weird.
understand. I don't know when we skipped, but we went from having Capital to SVS straight into it, like back-to-back weeks.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah, because
So
you
I
were
guess
on
to
an off
catch us back
schedule.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's assume for a second that upgrading is more points, right? So let's just start with
Hmm.
that premise that upgrading is more points. If it is more points to upgrade, as a Plasma 1, if I have a bunch of speed ups, am I
Hmm.
better off increasing my troop count to keep my base more defended by just building tier 10s? Or do I upgrade my tier 9s to tier 10 for more points in the event?
I would upgrade the tier nines.
Okay.
I would get the more. If you're going for points, I would go for the points, and I would also. You'd also have to take a look at what the leaderboard looks like. Are there big guys trying to push? Or is it like people are kind of like, yeah, I'm not really paying attention to it. Because there used to be in 125, it was like there were a couple people that I was chasing or that would chase me. So I used to have to like disguise my points, and have to like hold back and not like shoot all my arrows so people could not, get so I wouldn't be giving them a number that they'd be going and shooting for. So I wouldn't shoot my arrows until the result stage, basically, because it's the only event that ends and it allows you 24 hours to use the rest of your stuff. Is the where you have to like shoot the arrows or with Ghost having the spray, or something like that for the skins.
Right.
It's the only event that allows you the 24 hours after you can't gain anymore to use them. So I would wait until everything was done before I finished it up. Um, so you kind of have to take a look at the leaderboard. If someone's going crazy on troops, it's like, all right, maybe I can't catch them. Maybe I should wait, or like, wow, I'm blowing everyone away. I don't really need to kind of go much further. I can kind of keep a stash behind because I'm still going to use plasma. At the end of the day, survival of the fittest is won by plasma. It's how much plasma you use. Training the troops is a pretty good amount, but plasma is always like it's 1,100 a point for each plasma, and troops are like 25. So that's really the biggest difference.
Okay.
So the troop is just kind of more like gravy. It's gravy on the turkey, is supposed to, and plasma is really the turkey.
Got it. So I did a little math while you were talking, and you guys saw me bring up my speed ups. So what I did was I tried to see how many character speed ups I have in terms of hours, and I have a
Mhm.
total of just around 936 hours of troop speed ups.
Nice.
The rate without any boosts, so that's going to be one of the caveats. Without any boosts, I can get 850 troops roughly in 14 hours. That's how much mine
Okay.
is right now. I haven't done all the research, so that changes a little bit, but 850 for 14 hours is roughly the exchange. So with 936 hours, I can get almost 57,000 troops just by using the character troop speed ups
Right.
on building new troops. And right now, I think I'm just under a million. No, I crossed a million. Woo! I'm at one
Nice.
million 1,972. I broke a million. I didn't even realize I broke a million. Huzzah! Yay! Okay, so I have over a million troops now. So it would give me like 1,050,000. So my goal is to try, because obviously the only way I can protect myself is just mainly getting huge troop amounts, right? Because there's a limit on how much a march can be used to attack me. So if I have
Right.
volume, that's a huge thing. Plus, obviously, if somebody reigns me, even with like a single troop, if I have all the troops, then that's a huge help. Um, so so it becomes interesting. What chief level are you? I am currently chief level 50, and I have let me see how many of these I have. How much XP worth do I have? So you can see all the XP tags that I have. Let me see how much XP I have. So let's see. I have, so for the 1,000, 200, 120. This is, I have one of these, 197. Okay, give me a second. I'm multiplying these all out to see how much total XP I have. So I have a total of 1,368,000 Chief XP, which I think based on this, which is around 300, I would probably get about 4 levels? 3 levels. Probably somewhere between 3 to 4 levels. So I can get like 3 more levels just with the Chief XP that I have.
Chief XP is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yep. So I should be able to get to 53 and pushing to 54. So I think it's 350 and then 375 and then like 400. I have to find the table. But I think it'll get me somewhere around. So what's 54 and 55? What's the importance of those?
So I mean, chief levels is really big for the talents.
Right.
You can really kind of boost your battle, but also the amount of troops that you can train at one time changes when you.
That's if you go war, right?
Yeah.
So I'm into econ.
If you're in econ for all of your, I mean, but I would switch your talents when you're doing like troop training to war, because you can maximize the amount of time it takes, and the amount of troops it takes.
Gotcha.
You can build at the same time a lot more efficiently. So if you didn't use like the talent reset to go into war when you were training troops, you would be doing a disservice to yourself. You should switch that over.
That's true.
And then switch it back when you're done.
Yeah. I have at the current time, let me see, where's my other? I have a total of 17 town switches. So I'm good.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, I would definitely concentrate on that then.
Okay.
And then let's see, because then you can also, let's see, at 55, what bracket does that take you? That takes you almost to the end. That takes you to like basically the biggest, like it's 50% building construction speed when you're at econ and you're at 55, which is huge.
Yeah, it maxes out that 15 or 20 last one. That's where I am right now. Yeah. I'm at 15 or 20 and then the construction's almost done.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I will get like 5 times this, so just about like 12 extra percent basically.
Yeah, which was, as you're doing all your buildings, that's a huge amount, because it's like the last stage of the building is, I feel like it's over a week. I feel like it's like 10 days or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can make that 7 days, that's a huge amount of speed ups that you're saving.
Right. Okay.
So chief level is pretty solid.
I wonder if I should, so from the trading post, I have typically just bought the VIP levels. I've been working on that. I got myself VIP 8, so I'm happy. Should I buy the chief tags too? I feel like those are the 2 things, if anything, I would buy from the market.
I feel like, yeah, you should buy the chief tags. Chief tags are solid.
Okay.
It's a solid investment. And actually, when in the beginning, it was, my chief, I was using caps for my chief level.
Right.
That's what I was using it for, and my VIP level also. I did my VIP level first, thinking that that made much more of a difference, but I should have did my chief as a rally lead. You should probably do your chief more than anything else.
Well, I am not a rally lead, so that's part of the change too. Like, I don't have to be the rally lead anymore. So that's why I'm trying to. It has been a change, right? So this is one of the nice things, and I love the people in the alliance. At the beginning, I was more of a rally lead because I think we had a lot of low-level spenders. We had some spenders, right? But we had a lot of people that were lower-level spenders, and I was just really active. And a free-to-play was able to keep up more before Plasma. And so my base was typically on the higher end of our alliance, so I was setting rallies. So I was in the process of kind of building towards a rally setter. Once Plasma hit, it became so evident that I'm not able to keep up. And we had people that immediately went to like Plasma 2, And now we have like Plasma 5s and 4s. I'm obviously still 1, but I'm saving. If I was to spend everything, I'd probably be a balanced Plasma 2. But it's just like, I know I'm not going to be a rally setter. It's just not in the cards. And it's better that I'm not. Because I just can't keep up, and I'm not going to be a great rally setter for anything. Like Capital versus like the maxed out there, I just can't do anything.
Yeah. No, but as a 3-star, you can join just about every rally as
exactly.
a 3-star.
So that's
even
why
in state 125, it's like even in state 125, which is basically twice as old, I would say, as 359. A 3-star still plays. You know, 3-star still has a home in any rally.
Right. Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm kind of looking at right now, is just to try and see how it's best to play. Because I know when we had Mako on, and I'd love to have Mako on again too, because I know he's kind of he's looking at it too. You have to build differently as a rally setter versus a rally joiner. Like your whole mentality in terms of how you're building is different. I think we had this discussion before about like what each person should be doing, right? And I mentioned anyone that's a rally joiner, your top priority has to be getting Plasma 3 troops. Because that is where you provide the best benefit. Like everything else.
Screw your research.
Yep.
Screw your research for the most part, you know, and just basically make it where you're just getting plasma just to get your plasma troops.
Yep. And it's just it's a different way you have to play the game. And that's why when we talk about stuff on here, and whenever you guys watch other videos or whatever it is, it's important that you always get a context about what you're talking about. Because like the strategy for me is going to be hugely different than the strategy for Delete, because the spending level is different, our levels are different, our alliances are different. So you have to get a context for everything and then figure out what the best way is for you. So that's why it's always a little bit of a discussion as to how to go about this. And honestly, Plasma Lab has thrown so much into the fray that I'm not going to lie. My thought as a joiner is once I get Plasma 3 to ignore going to Plasma 5 and going to Plasma Lab. To try and work towards those tier 11 troops. Plasma 3 is my first priority, but I feel like my greatest contribution afterwards is to get to tier 11. It's a lot, but I think that's I think that's the direction I have to go. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see once it goes there, because I don't see a huge benefit from Plasma 3 to Plasma 5 troops. But I think I don't you need some Plasma 5 in order to unlock the research? That's the only thing I can't remember now. I'm trying to check, because I thought some of them require, you require like an Institute of Plasma 4 in order to get the final tier. So I think you have to go at least Plasma 4 with your HQ. Oh no, Plasma 5 for it's Plasma 5 to get the final troop. Yeah. So ultimately you have to get Plasma 5. So it's really hard. Yeah. So free to play, getting those kind of things is really difficult. So I get Plasma 3, balance out all the troops, and then minimalize to get to Plasma 5 on the HQ, and then just ignore the rest.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just it's, you know, we're kind of proving, I guess, the developers' theories where, like, you know, as a free-to-play player, you can play. You know, you can still be in the game, you know, and be relevant as a Plasma 3. Or at least, I guess, until, you know, Plasma 6, 7, and 8 come out, which is, I don't know, a couple months away. I'd say 2 months away.
Yeah. And Sin is saying that 8-star will be out before you go to tier 11. It's definitely possible. Yeah. And then it depends on if you get any increased abilities. Are you looking at increased abilities when you get to 8-star? Have you seen?
I would imagine they would be. I would imagine that they put some kind of shiny new bells and whistles on it, and it'll probably be a bit, you know, wonky, because even when they did T11s, you know, there was like in the first probably month, it was like, T11s they're dying first, you know, in rallies and stuff like that. There were definitely some peculiar traits that were happening. And to this point, it wasn't even that long ago where people were like, T9s beat T11 all day. And I'm like, well, that's not necessarily true, but people were trying to prove it to me on the show. But wasn't, there's always something in there that was a bit wonky. That people would send me screenshots. And I'm like, you need to send me the entire screenshot. It can't be just parts where it's like, see, improving it. I'm like, yeah, but in this one screenshot, you're not showing me everything that shows the amount of troops, or the rally, or what was going on, or, the stats page, or anything along those lines. So there will always be inconsistencies there where nothing could really be proven either way.
Yep. Yeah. So it's interesting, for sure, the way that everything kind of meshes and the way we'll build. I hope you guys are interested in the way that I'm building my account. I know I'm kind of showing it on stream here. I hope it is something that interests you guys. I obviously find it fun because it's my account. But I know my account is a little bit different than the ones that a lot of you have. So it's working towards building a base that's effective, but in a different way and a different role than I think some of you may have. Because I know we have a lot of people that are rally setters in here. We have some that are newer. So whatever your play level is, hopefully you guys are getting something out of this, because we do talk about strategy for building. And again, mine is coming more from a free to play with some powerful allies. I have to give a little shout out here to everyone around Trap. I'm like a lowly Plasma 1 around Trap. But then near me, I have my big bad protectors. I have Maz at Plasma 5. I have I don't know where. Apex probably went somewhere to go kill something.
Yeah,
Apex
he's hunting.
was here. Yeah, Apex is hunting somewhere. Apex was here. So shout out to Apex. There's also Zoltan, who's a Plasma 4. Nero.
Oh wow.
Nero's also probably hunting somewhere or in a different spot. No, here's Nero. Nero's Plasma 5. So yeah, shout out to my like RSG big bad protectors. And then of course the other ones that are not in RSG, but ones that I consider friends in the state. I saw a comment earlier, I can't remember who it was. It was either Eric or Sin, I think, that said be friends with the governor so they can give you a boost. For that, I have to say, I am one of the most like pacifist people in SOS. I don't play the war games right. It just becomes obvious. I like trying to be friends with everyone. So I am hoping in the time that I'm gonna do it that I can ask whoever's governor to help me. Just to give me the boost because I'm gonna cash in. So that's another reason potentially that I would look at it for SVS. Is because then I could help the state and get the boost then. So okay, so it wasn't Sin. So I think it might have been Eric then. I'm trying to see if I can find the comment. So I can give correct credit. Somebody mentioned that it's... Let me see. I'm looking to see if I can find it. We have a long chat. I already went back to Letty saying ew.
I love it.
I know. We talk about
yeah, I mean, there's, and that's the cool thing about the game. It's one of the really good things about the game is there's a million different builds. It really depends on what you're looking and who you're looking to be in your alliance. Rally joiner or rally setter. Rally setter, it's a lot of it's you're basically your chief level. It's going to be your research. It's going to be being in battle more than you're in eco. There is still, I will say that enough people don't switch talents before they do something massive on their base, and that hurts you. It's probably about a 25% difference, roughly, if you do it the wrong way. Actually, could be even more. Because if you're doing a lot of buildings and you're using speed ups too, and you can do the construction 20% buff, and you're not in eco to do that, you're costing yourself a lot of extra speed ups. So
can I
definitely.
I want to make a suggestion, because here is one of the things I have with talent switches, right? And it's just one of the things that annoys me. I know at VIP 12 you get the 2 tabs that allow you to switch. when you are using your talent reset, it is annoying as
It
hell
is.
to
It is
place
so tedious.
164 different points. Like, I really
Yeah.
wish what they did was allow you to have talent set 1, talent set 2, but the talent reset allows you to pick which one is unlocked, right? So
Right.
it keeps both of them locked when you use it, and then you pick one. And you can reset
Right.
it completely, or you can just select it. Because then I would set one to war, one to econ. I would reset and then just pick the war one. I don't need to have access to both. I would use the talent reset to do it. And at VIP 12, you just keep both of them open. Like,
Yeah.
that seems like the better way to go about this. But
it costs you more money. You'll pay for that convenience. You'll pay for that saving of the time of not having to click all that stuff.
well, you know what I would pay, even as like
I think that's what they're banking on.
maybe, but it's really expensive to get from VIP 8 to VIP 12. So it's just not in
Oh,
the
yeah.
cards to do it, right? However,
It's like triple.
right. But here's the thing. I would pay additional like alliance points to get more talent resets. Like, I have 17 resets because it's just too tedious for me to switch talents. If it was easier, I would spend other resources consistently in order to get those talent point resets and then reset it so that each talent can get like completely emptied and then just switch.
Right.
But placing 164 talent points is just not something I want to do every single time. Now, they did add, to their credit, the ability to just click like max. So if it's like something out of 10, you can click max, so you don't have to click it 10 different times, because that's the way it was at the beginning. So the max thing is nice, but I really wish there was just a way that I could have like presets even without both talent sets actually available. Because I think that would allow me to actually spend some of my other resources and actually be using these. And I would spend that versus like using it on some other, like, or just hoarding it.
That's definitely a quality of life upgrade. Like, if they optimize that, it would actually make the talent reset, even if they make the talent reset more expensive, because they're kind of cheap, because it is a pain in the ass. But the benefits of doing it are so great.
Right.
But doing it is such a pain in the ass. And now, like, you have to compound that with, like, say you're at SVS and you want to batch heal in eco, but you want to attack in battle, in war. You like you'll half the time you're like, you know what, screw it. I'll just spend the caps to do this, or I'll just spend the speed ups to do this. So they win on that because you are using more resources instead of, kind of like doing it the other way, unless you are VIP 12. VIP 12 almost makes it too easy because there's plenty of times, actually, it's not plenty, but it's probably like 8 times that I've switched. I've launched a rally at war, switched to eco to batch heal before my rally leaves, and then forgot to switch back to war before my rally leaves. Now I'm hitting someone on eco. And like at the higher levels of the gameplay that we're at, and I'm going against strong people, me hitting at eco, unless I'm really hitting an opponent that's not that great, I'm not going to win.
No.
So even as strong as my base is, it's still not going to win in eco.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, but it is nice just being like going boop, boop, and my presets are already set and it's just done. That is nice.
Yeah. No, so there are some, and that is a huge benefit, right? And VIP 12 has spent a lot, so I think that's a deserving kind of upgrade for them. That is a huge boost or benefit to being VIP 12. So I can
I own my VIP 12 to, well, I mean, packs. It's definitely packs, but it wasn't like all packs. It was more of me like maximizing and like winning power sprint more often than not than going after the bigger events of like survival of the fittest. It was like pay for the heroes, not go after survival of the fittest, win the power sprints, which are 86,000 caps every time at the time, and using that to maximize my VIP level and my chief level, because you could buy those with caps. And it's like caps, after a while, there's not really much you can do with caps besides buy buffs, and buy troops. but troops are, it's like, I think it's like 10,800 in biocaps to print for me to build 1,312 T11s. So it's not like a great or efficient use,
Right.
you know? And I have enough speed ups where I'm not using them to like auto heal, like troops anymore. Even res raid, even like a crazy rev raid with the amount of troops I have, I don't even have to bother clicking into the hospital to heal any of them. I have enough to basically just nonstop rally people, from here to Kingdom Come and not, have to worry about, making more troops or healing any of the troops that I have.
Yeah. And hi, Bandit. Welcome to the stream. I think it's the first time I'm seeing your name here. You're saying a rally joiner and rally setter are still have to be prepared for PvP and Reservoir Raid and SVS. You are correct. I don't think anyone is, especially me, having gone through them. I'm not saying that you don't have to be prepared, but preparation for a rally setter is different than a preparation for a rally joiner, because a joiner kind of by definition pretty much does not have the stats to hold up against usually somebody that's setting a rally on them. So a rally joiner has to make sure that they're like reinforced by somebody that has the stats, right? So their troops have the better stats. You have to make sure that you have a good number of troops. You have to make sure that you have, honestly, I think one of the biggest things that I've seen people make the mistake for is forgetting to empty their hospital. Like you think just because you're a joiner, like your focus is joining rallies, hitting that rally, like that timer, right, to reset it. No, I mean, Durgan, you can use preparation H. Sometimes there's some really bad stuff that happens, and maybe you need it in order to get that cool comfort, but that varies a little bit. But that is not, yeah. But the main thing is when it comes to like a rally, like joiner, you honestly are reliant on other people. You kind of have to be. Otherwise, the only other thing you can do, and I have done this, is be ready to use your advanced teleports. Because you have to be ready to port away from an attack hitting in order to save yourself. And find safe spots, do whatever it is, right? But at that point, you're disrupting the rallies that you're a part of in order to save your base. So it's kind of a situational thing. We've done that when we've been not primarily attacking in like capital, right? Where we're just trying to get points and everything. And when you're in the gray area, you become a target. You find an area outside of the gray, just in territory, where you can stay a little bit farther away and launch a rally. Especially, or actually, SVS is a better example of this when you're in somebody else's state, right? You try to go into a different territory and just set rallies. And you do it from a little bit farther away, you're not going to get as much attention. Versus if you're a lower level base inside of the gray area where everybody is trying to fight for position in order to get that extra time, if you're a Plasma 1 amongst Plasma 5, you have like a bullseye on you. Like straight up, you have a bullseye. So if you are not surrounded by other, what we're calling kind of the rally setters, the ones with the best stats, if you don't have them reinforcing you or something like that, you are screwed just flat out. Like regardless of what you do as a joiner, you are screwed. So there is a balance. I understand what you're saying. I do have to be ready for Reservoir Raid. Reservoir Raid's a little bit different because you're porting around and you don't have that time. SVS, definitely more reliant on your allies, more so than anything else. And it is an interesting balance that you have to strike. And that's what I'm finding is like the hardest thing, right? Especially as I'm like saving up all these resources. I am a lot weaker than I should be if I had spent everything, right? Just based on time. And I don't have like the stats that I probably should, because once I pop my research, I have a chance of like finishing off the development and pushing into battle and getting upgrades to all of my troops. I can increase my troop counts by like 56,000 is basically like an extra march worth of troops, basically, right? I also, for the record, I got to VIP 8. So I unlocked the extra march and all of that, right? The problem
is huge.
I don't have enough heroes.
Yeah.
So, but in my actual like queue right now, I have 4 legendary heroes waiting to unlock.
Oh, wow.
Including Wacko, who resonates.
Yeah.
And then I have Eli and Emma, I have Tyler, and I have Roxy, all waiting to unlock. If I can get enough XP, I can clear out room in my hero training area to start pulling in them so I can get 6 solid rallies.
Yeah.
And with like Trap, I have a 7th with only 1 hero. But I could easily fill up that for Trap as well. So it's like all these things that I'm saving up that I'm missing out on right now. But I'm doing it with a purpose, but it still sucks that I'm missing out on it. Because I feel like so far behind than where I should be because I'm like hoarding all this stuff. So that's part of the reason why I'm like, I'm just going to take Riders to P3 and just end it. But then I'm like, no, I really should save to get all my troops to P3 so then I can start saving again for the next batch. And it's just like, it's so frustrating. Waiting is such a frustrating thing in this game.
I mean, with the extra rally, even if you don't have heroes, you can send them out to farm.
Yeah.
You know, or you can still use it. But yeah, you know, it is nice having 6 rallies though.
It is.
I mean, it makes a difference.
No, it has been hugely beneficial. You get 7 with Trap, which is where I'm noticing like I don't have enough heroes, right?
Right.
So it becomes quite interesting to see. I send like a single hero. I think it's like Candy is all by herself with like 50,000 troop or something. And that's it. It's just like all by herself, leading a little troop because that's all I can afford because my other heroes aren't unlocked yet. I'm just waiting for the opportunity to unlock them. I mean,
using hero frags is big points.
I have so many frags, Delete. I have so many
jealous.
frags.
I get jealous of the points at this point because literally whenever I'm doing or I'm going after skin events, the only way that I can do it is by training troops, which is why I think I'm at 750 million BP right now. 734 million BP.
Nice.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. And that's purely because I'm using all of my research or all of my speed ups for making troops. It's the only thing I can do. And that's the only way I can make events.
Yeah.
You know, or I can contribute in events. It was interesting that the swap event, basically if you swap the gold frags for those arrows, it counted as you using them in the event. Which was still, but the return on it was like, here's 16 arrows for 50,000, biocaps worth of gold frags.
Right.
Just so you can tier up in the event was insanity.
Yeah.
That was insanity.
Man, I can't wait to cash these things in, Delete.
It's going to be fun. It actually, if anything, it gets annoying tapping everything.
I will be happy to tap it and just get rid of everything.
You're going to be popping tags.
I'm
going to pop some tags.
Oh, don't even get me started. I think I have because we're only talking about some of the things I've shown, right? Like the speed ups for the construction, the research, the troops. I have hero gear stuff saved up. I have chief gear saved up. I have the chief badges saved up. We'll take a quick look. I've saved up everything. I have not upgraded anything in my base for 5 months. It has been 5 months of just straight up hoarding everything. So I'm gonna take a look. Let's see. If we go to my gear, right? I'm currently in
how many maps? Gear. How many search maps do you have and stuff like that? Are you using those?
No, I'm only doing
just using the free ones.
Yeah. So let's take a look. We'll go into the hero training area. Let's see how many search maps I have. Once this loads, going a little slow. There we go. So I currently have 318 epic maps and almost 600 advanced maps.
Wow. Because that's big points too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty funny. So,
Ronnie, we don't have any codes for today. No codes for today. So we're just kind of hanging out and having fun, but unfortunately, no codes for today. I'm sorry.
Hashtag. Yeah. Hashtag no code. What was it? So in the advanced search map or the epic searches,
Mm-hmm.
I had I just, because I don't need anything that really comes out of the opening the crate that you get. So my crate was at, I think it was at 9,489%. Just neglect. I'm like, I'm just going to open these now. And I thought it was going to make me do it one by one. It actually opened them all at the same time. And it just kept scrolling in Maddie frags. It
Oh
was like
wow.
4 pages of like Maddie frags when I opened it up. And then like surprisingly, I was like, oh, I actually probably would have liked some res and random things, but it gave me so many Maddie frags, it was ridiculous.
I
So
need
that's a pretty
Maddie
funny
too.
story.
Maddie is like 3 upgrades away from being general.
Oh
So
wow.
I have enough for 1 upgrade. So I need 360 and she'll max out and I currently have 200. I have enough general frags, but I'm not going to use general frags on Maddie. I can get her over time with
Oh,
plague zones and stuff. But if I can
yeah.
get them from epic searches too, that is kind of huge. So that's the other thing I'm hoping for. The
I feel like
maps. I don't think there's a map bonus for any SVS or survival of the fittest, right?
uh
I think
there
those are
is for
just
survival of the fittest.
there is
There's 2 days. There's 2 days
for
for opening
maps.
up maps.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll need to cash it in on
Um
that day and then cash in the heroes afterwards because I'm hoping I can get like the Maddie frags before that, right? So then I can cash in Maddie for that and then I can use general frags on Brooke. That's the one I want for the generals to see how
I
far I can
wonder
push
how,
Brooke.
I mean, you can't be that far away from getting the newest set
We
or the
can, but
latest
I
set.
can't keep chasing the newest ones. That's another thing for free to play too, right? If I keep chasing the newest ones, I'm not going to get any of the legendaries to general. So
I feel, yeah, I feel like you're so close though, Finn. I feel like you're so close.
I am, but I
And you're,
have the hero set, I think, that gives me the best benefit, which ultimately would be Brooke, Miho, and Zoe. I think they
okay.
have the best bonuses, but I can delay Zoe because Maddie is easier to get to general. So I would start off with Brooke, Miho, and Maddie, and then work on Zoe. Those would be my main 3 heroes for any rally I set. Now the resonate does change a little bit, right? Because Daryl and Wacko kind of change it, but I could resonate
Yeah.
one of them with those heroes or a different one.
And be
But
just as strong.
right, and then once I get those 3 heroes, then I can start working on a newer set of heroes. But the problem with the free to play is that I end up like you always keep chasing the newest hero because the new
Something
one ends
else.
up being best than the other one. So like I see what Sin is saying, save frags for Luca. I would, but Luca's going to be out. I'm not going to get anywhere close to turning him into a general, right? And by the time that
Yeah.
I even save up enough frags to get close to him, there's probably going to be 2, 3 generations of other heroes that come out. So then everything I
Right.
use on Luca is going to be a waste, right?
Yeah. I
So
mean, I
it's
turned, and it's funny because I turned Luca into Daryl. I resonated Luca with Daryl.
right.
And I have Wacko with Nunchuck Chick. Why can't I remember her name?
Nunchuck chick, not
mhm.
Brooke.
I'll
Nunchuck.
tell you right now.
I'm gonna open up my heroes. Let's take a look. Nunchuck chick.
I don't think that's your next set.
That's your next set. Yeah,
Is
so I don't have.
Jess.
Okay, yeah, I don't have. I'm like I don't remember
Jess
anyone with
is
Nunchuck. Yeah, Eric is saying.
Jess is the girl that has like nunchucks, and her like the problem is she's just like Wacko, where her attack radius is really small. So she's in explorer missions. She's kind of a pain in the ass to use, but she's still pretty strong. In rallies, she's definitely strong. But I basically I've resonated her with Wacko. So my top end line is Wacko, Daryl, and Martha.
So that becomes another issue for me, which is that let's say I get Brooke, Miho, and Maddie, right? As my
Right?
like main lineup. If I resonate like Daryl or Wacko with any of those, my problem becomes I lose a strong rally. I only have
Yeah.
so many heroes at the top, right? So it's best for me not to resonate Daryl and Wacko with those three. It's best for me to resonate those with maybe my second best.
With your number 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like this is all stuff that I've realized is like so much different, like between you, who has to look for the best of the best, right? So when you resonate Daryl and Wacko with those top end heroes, it makes the most sense. You are setting those rallies. You need the strongest going out there, right? You don't care about number 2, number 3 rally. You care about that number 1 rally.
Yeah.
For me, it's not about the number 1 rally. My number 1 rally is not going to be the strongest amongst, like, probably in my alliance, I'm maybe in like the top 25 at best right now, right? So, but that's not going to be what we need for rallies. We need like the top like 5% setting, which is like the plasma 3s and plasma 4s. So if I do that, it's just not going to work. It's Aerith. How are you doing, Aerith? That is Mama Gas right there. She's scary. Don't piss off Aerith. That's all I can say. Don't piss off Aerith.
Okay. Hey, I try to not piss off just about anyone.
I know. Aerith is scary. Aerith is scary when you piss her off. She ended up like chasing Hollow Man like all across the map. It was awesome. There's a whole story behind Hollow Man. I'll explain that to you at some point, Delete. But Hollow Man deserved it. Don't get me wrong. He 100% deserved it. I'm glad she did it. But it was funny because her and BC were just like, her and Black Candle in Gas, just like poured it across the entire map, just chasing this guy down and burning. It was awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was hilarious watching. So yes, I am glad that RSG and Gas are allies. That's all I can say. Yes, I don't want to piss off Aerith. I'm glad to have you here though, Aerith. Hope you're having a good evening. But yeah, like, so as a free-to-play, like, it's so much different how you have to manage the heroes. So, like, my troops end up being only so useful, and I know, like, it's good for me to join a rally with Daryl, right? But if I ever need a second rally for anything just to even defend, right, I get screwed if I resonate, because I just lose some of those heroes. I don't have, like, the previous generation hero maxed up like you do, right, to cover in case you need anything. And I do need settlement defenses. Settlement defenses is huge, which is why I'm also looking at like heroes like Wolf, because he gets the defense boost for the settlement. But then I can't resonate Wacko with Wolf. If I'm working on Wolf, I need to resonate Wacko with someone else. So that's where it becomes like this balance where it's really difficult to get all of these heroes up to a level that you can utilize like all across. And I think it was Mako, I forget for sure, but I think it was Mako that said that for a free-to-play, it's best to like go just to like before or just hit the initial rank of Colonel, right? When you start needing those 120s and just leave it there. Because the 120s that you need to do 5 times, that's way too expensive. That's 600 frags. It's going to waste everything versus getting all of the other ones up to that level, maxing out their skills, and then you actually have them being usable. And especially with the Hero Precinct, it becomes so much easier with our state versus your guys's. Because Hero Precinct, I can get them to level 80. It's not a problem. I can still get them to level 80 because I just throw them in the Hero Precinct. I don't have to worry. I think otherwise, if they're not general, they're capped out at level 70 or like 75 or something. So
they're capped out. Yeah, they're at level 7, and like level 70 is a pretty close. I mean, I think it's maybe 30% off of their max damage percentage.
Right.
You know, but it's not like a significant amount. You know, it's not like wow, completely just got blown out of the water. You know, I mean, they're still usable at level 70.
Right. But it is something to kind of like consider that the newer states have a bit different, right? Which is that we can end up like working around that with the free level ups we get with the Hero Precinct.
Right.
So it is curious to see how they would do that. Eric is saying Brooke, Nicola, Jeb, and Miho are all you need. So those are the heroes that I've been looking at. Not gonna lie, not Nicola. Nicola is not one. I'll show you the heroes that I was looking at and why I was looking at them, and you can tell me, Delete, what you think.
Yeah, Nicola's kind of, I don't know. Nicola's not really great. I wouldn't use Nicola for a lot, to be quite honest with you.
So there are 3 bonuses in particular that I look at, right? And I think those are the 3 that determine which heroes I want to go. Rally, Siege, and Patrol. Those are the 3 that I look at. Rally is always just good, right? Because you're sending rallies everywhere, so you want those bonuses. Siege is more if you are leading. Patrol is if you are more on the defensive. So the reason I was picking Brooke is a rally and siege. Miho is a rally and siege. Zoe is a patrol and rally, but Maddie is also a rally and patrol, right? But she is also the easiest one to get to the general level and just get like the full boost, right? So that's why I was focusing on Maddie. But Zoe was the shooty hero. She has the rally, but she has a patrol. I need to work on patrol later on, which is why I would then work on Wolf. Because Wolf is the other patrol. The other patrol then is Ash. So Ash is actually my second hero. My second top hero.
Ash is really solid.
Yep.
She's solid in Explorer and on your wall, like standing on your barricade. She's really strong.
Yep. So Jeb is a good one, but Jeb would be more on the offensive side, right? So for offense, the best setup is, in my opinion, at least for me, when I'm looking at it, would be Brooke, Miho, and Jeb. Defensively would be Ash, Zoe or Maddie, and then Wolf. So those 6 heroes are the ones that I'm working on the most. Those are the ones I'm planning on. Nicola is an infected, which is why I don't work on him. Right? So when you put Nicola in there, that's the only one where I put a little bit of a question, because Nicola is good for those like explorer missions and stuff, and he's saying he's good for the Migo mission, which I've seen. He was good in Kamute as well, right? So he's good for those. I'm not focused on those kind of heroes for like in general, right? Because I have actually done fairly comparatively well, I think, with Mike and Chef, and then even Travis, because those traps can come into handy too if you're actively playing versus like doing an auto. Travis is really good. So
I think those are just purples. My strongest like events for like the when you have to spawn like the infected whatever and you have to go in and do that one explorer mission. Mike, Miho, and Ash is actually probably the easiest. It's either Mike, Miho, or Ash, or Mike, Miho, and Nicola. But Nicola, you have to drop his towers. And if you don't drop his towers in the right spot, it kind of screws everything up, and it's not as strong. It's not as good. Where Ash she's just like the flamethrower is super strong. You can't put it on auto because whatever it is, the developers need to actually fix that, because Ash will just automatically throw landmines in areas that nobody's coming.
Right.
So that kind of blows. You know, that's kind of pointless. But I can one shot those. Where I can solo that event, that event boss by myself, where other people that are not using that lineup that have pretty good stats are doing maybe 43%, 52%, where I'm taking it out in one shot.
Yeah. And then we can look at some of the newer heroes too, right? So I don't want to say they're bad. They're obviously very good. Roxy is a rally and patrol. She would be great. Tyler is a rally and patrol.
Yeah.
He would be great. Wacko is a rally and siege, but obviously he resonates, so it can vary. And then Emma and Eli are rally and siege, which is also great. Tweak is a little bit weird because he's patrol and siege, so he doesn't have the rally, which is he can still be good in a particular thing, but it's an odd combination to have Tweak there. Here is
I think
the problem for yeah, go ahead.
My strongest trap damage was actually done with Wolf, Tweak, and Roxy. So not my strongest heroes, but the combination of those 3.
Really, not an infected?
Yeah, no. because in trap doesn't count as infected.
Oh yeah, that's right. It counts more as like a
So
siege for that purpose. That's right.
yeah, so it was just like those three give me like a 20% boost in my trap damage from my rally,
Right.
which is crazy because then it's like those aren't even my strongest heroes, but they're doing a lot more damage.
Right.
And I think it was Sin. Sin found that and kind of queued that up for our alliance, and it was just like wow. Because Tweak I barely use. I almost never use Tweak, you know. But he's a solid hero, and I used him for the Daryl like Explorer challenge, and because he does heal, but his heal is random, and it's not a very intuitive heal either. You know, it won't hit like everyone. It'll just hit like one person, even though that person's healed. It'll still hit that one person. It's like, okay, you're never healing Daryl, and Daryl sucks in that thing. Daryl's like the first to die in those missions for me every time.
Well, I'll tell you, I was trying to see if the event was open, and it's not. One of the things for free to play, right? And even though Roxy, Tyler, and Tweak are all good heroes, right? And they're like the latest gen for me.
Yeah.
The reason why I just can't go for them, right? Is one, I can't keep chasing the newest heroes. I need to find solid heroes and go after them. The other thing too, not to forget, when the value card thing comes out, right, where you can spend your biocaps in order to get the tickets and the tickets for the frags, the newest ones are the most expensive. The older ones end up being lower in price. So you can actually frag up the older heroes much quicker, right? So if I knowingly am not able to get the top end heroes every single time, my goal is to try and get just effective heroes. My best path to that is to go for the cheaper heroes and get them to higher ranks. Try to get them to general. And it's actually cheaper to get the older ones. So if I work, like Wolf is actually one of the cheapest. So if I work on Wolf as a patrol hero, he's going to be useful for me. And he's going to be really cheap comparatively to get to general, right? So if I work on those 6 heroes, I am in a position where Brooke is a little expensive because she's one of the newer ones, but the rest of them are all Gen 3 and below. Brooke is Gen 4, right? She's Gen 4, Gen 5, or whatever you want to call it. But I think she's Gen 4, so she's a little more expensive than the others, but that actually allows me to work on them a little bit better. So I think it's something to keep in mind too. Again, this all goes back to your play style, right? This strategy is 100% not what I would tell Delete to do. Because Delete is going to focus on spending, getting those top end heroes, making sure they're ready. He's going to resonate Daryl and Wacko with the top end, versus a free to play needs to make sure that they have the capability to actually do things. If you shut out one of your top heroes because of Daryl and Wacko, you're kind of screwing yourself just in general with your distribution. Because Daryl and Wacko are pretty strong even if you resonate them with like a purple hero. Like they're still pretty effective. So again, it all goes back to strategy based on what your gameplay is. So I love the feedback though you guys are giving, and I think to me anyways, I think we're having a good discussion on why certain heroes are actually beneficial for different reasons, right? So if you're not paying attention to it, make sure you pay attention to the rally, the siege, the patrol, the infected, whatever it is that you are hoping to do, especially if you're free to play and you're focused on a particular thing, or even a low level spender, you have to focus on one thing and push for it. Whether it's the rally, whether it's the patrol. Yeah.
Make sure you're pairing the correct heroes together. You know, like that's a big thing too. Like Miho and Mike, you know, like basically what happens is Miho makes everyone act faster or like attack faster. And Mike is like, he's got that random shot that does 25,000 damage, which is a huge amount of damage. It's actually one of the biggest single automatically occurring hits in a game. So, you know, that's why he's so good in Explorer missions, because that like AK shot or the M16, I believe he's firing, does 25,000 damage when he's at, general or whatever. And Miho makes him basically attack with that more frequently ends up really doing a lot of damage. Or like using Trish and Wolf on your barricade, because she heals troops, and Wolf kind of basically his basically, you know, his skills kind of match up and compare with each other to kind of maximize the benefit of having them together. So you know, you basically, and it's one of the truest things that's one of the only things that's probably been consistent through all the shows that we've been doing, is the fact that you have to read, you know, what each person does in order to maximize their efficiency and make them work as hard as possibly for you, is the best way. It just truly is, you know?
Yeah. So
reading's fundamental.
It is. And I'll make a comment on this because I mentioned this before. You know who my favorite explorer hero is, right? Travis.
Chef. It's all about Chef. The grilling machine.
No, it's Travis.
No. It's Travis? Wow, yeah. Wow. I don't think I've ever used Travis in Explorer.
Yes.
I don't even know what his animation looks like.
So Travis, to me, is the best hero for Explorer and everything because of his cost reduction. Right? So
that's true.
That is the reason
for
why
dailies.
I always for dailies. So that's the one distinction I wanted to make. I mentioned before that I always try to use Travis on everything because you actually become more efficient. You get more attempts in, meaning that you get more rewards. However, the one condition where that's not true are the events where you are not necessarily limited by energy, but you're limited by attempts. So it's some of those like summon events and those kind of things where you're only getting a certain attempt over a certain amount of time. Travis ends up not being good for that because you need to maximize your damage per attempt. Versus if you're just trying to expend your bread, you're better off using Travis because you actually get in 5 attempts for every 4. Same thing if you're killing infected, you get 5 kills versus 4 every time you use Travis. So you can actually increase the number of infected kills that you get if those events are going on. Same thing with Fiends. It's the same thing. You can kill 5 Fiends for the price of 4 Fiends if you use Travis in every single rally. So Aerith is saying, I've never used Travis either. I'm telling you, Travis is the way to get like points. Travis is the way to get free points.
I will never forget. Finn's like, anyone around for a plague zone? So I do plague zones and I send out all 6 marches. I don't care. I just tear through it. I'll, you know, like in 125, I'll solo, you know, level 30 plague zone, you know, so and people get like pissed because they're like, you should have opened the rally. And I'm like, too late. You know, I'll join another one or whatever, you know, like I'll make another one because I'm just crushing it. Yeah. And Finn's sending 1 march and he's like completing it. He's looking to complete it in like the hour and a half. And I'm looking to complete it in about a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to wait for my Travis rally to come back. I'm not wasting my stamina to try and just kill these. No. I'm not wasting my stamina. I'm going to wait for my Travis rally to come back. Aerith is like, same with me. Yeah, that's the way a lot of people are. Just not me. I am very much more, I'm sending my Travis rally. I'm waiting for my Travis rally to come back, and then I'm going to send another one. The best part is you can do the Explorer at the same time that your Travis rally is attacking, and you can use Travis in your Explorer mission, so you can use Travis twice at the same time. Just throwing that out there.
I've maximized like how to do my dailies so I can get on and off as fast as possible. You know, so it's like I'll send my first, you know, the first one I go to is my closest. Like the first 2 I go to is the closest to the like epicenter. Right? And then after that, I'm sending all the rest of the marches out to wherever the hell is going on. So this way, by the time I finish my first Explorer mission, my first 2 closest are already back, and I can send them right back out. And then I'll do my second Explorer, and then after that, all my marches are pretty much back in, and I can do my 3 infected rallies like at reset and get that out of the way, heal my 10 troops, go ahead and deal out my like 10 XP books, and then after I'm done with that last, or right before I do my 3rd Explorer mission for my daily, I'll go ahead and send out my 4 marches for my for gatherings. So this way I can go ahead and have 90% of my of my daily tasks done within about 6 minutes. And hopefully people need help while I'm on.
This
That's
kill
how.
me now. You don't know. It's more efficient that way. I'm telling you, it is more efficient that way. It
Yep.
is.
You will earn more. You will earn more if you do it Finn's way.
You do.
Absolutely.
You will earn more. I'm telling you, Aerith, you should try it. You should
It's
try
20%.
It is
20% more.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is actually. It's 20% more. It's a much better way to get points. Just throwing that out there.
Classic.
And Eric is saying you should port closer then. So I've been showing you guys things that are in my backpack so far, right? So I mentioned I had like a move a little while ago where basically for a while I was just like just playing. There's a couple days that I missed because when you're in the middle of a move, it's a little bit difficult sometimes, right? So I was just kind of collecting all kinds of things. And one of the things I was collecting was advanced transports. The advanced relocators, right?
Relocators, yep.
So currently, I have a total of 58 advanced relocators.
That's solid.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, I have 58 advanced relocators. So don't tempt me, Eric.
It's expensive in 359.
I don't tempt me. I will use an advanced relocator to port closer. My problem is I only have 20 alliance relocators, which are the ones I would want to use in order to get back when I'm not R5. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'm just not gonna port. But that is, yeah. Don't tempt me, Eric. Don't tempt me. No. Eric, who needs points? Go for speed. I need points. It's the only way I'm getting stuff.
Yeah.
I am a simple free to play. I'm a simple free to play. I need all the points that I can get. It's my only chance. It's my only chance. I'm not competing with you. I'll let Apex try to deal with that. Oh. I have no chance. I'm not even pretending.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I will speed marches before I port because I don't want to. If I port, then I have to go ahead and like drop like the Spring of Hope in my like spot, so this way a farm doesn't spawn like in the middle of our hive. I'm next to our trap.
Apex has 2 farms that spawned. I just noticed that. I saw that earlier and I didn't even think about it. Apex's spot has 2 farms in it right now. And no one is farming them.
Oh my god. That is so annoying.
It is.
Because it's even if you do like, all right, so 50%, it's still like 4 hours to get that farm out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe before I go to sleep.
And by the time you look at it again, if you like do it while you're sleeping, by the time you look at it again, 2 more farms will be in the exact next, exact tile after.
Eric, it's so much work. It is worth it. A good day's work in SOS makes you feel good. I'm telling you. You should try it, Eric. Just one day, just use Travis. Just use Travis for everything. Use Travis for Infected, use Travis for Explorer. I'm telling you, there's a certain sense of satisfaction by getting 20% more. I told Delete. So when I had those months that I was moving, unfortunately, I had previously been very good about like spending all my bread and everything. My bread accumulated because I just didn't have time in order to do it. I was actually really bad with Infecteds too. I was just sending all my marches to do the dailies because I just knew I wouldn't be on later, so I just had to get them done.
Yeah.
So I have currently accumulated like 42, almost 4,300 bread. I plan on spending all of it using Travis Explorers.
Wow.
I plan on using all of it. I'm going to spend some time here coming up because in July, my schedule clears up a little bit. I plan on spending like all of my bread. It has come down, by the way. I was up to 4,500 before. It's down to 43. So I'm making small dents in my bread count. Small dents. But the goal is to spend all of it and get back onto schedule where I don't have excess bread anymore. And I will get a whole bunch of XP for it. That's my goal, right? And then I retrain and I start getting more of my heroes to general. Because that's what I need to do now. I need to get more heroes to general because I need to clear out spots for my hero training. That becomes my biggest thing. So getting Maddie to general is huge for me because that frees up a slot for my hero training for me to get her to level 80 and then work on another one.
I wish they did like an auto for explorer missions, or like allowed you to like do it in the background.
Yeah,
You know, because it's like when you're in an explorer mission, you're in an explorer mission. There's no looking at anything else. You know, and it used to like if you were typing to like in Alliance chat and it finished, it would erase everything that you did that you were typing, and it'd be like, all right, now I got to type this all over again or something like that. It's so annoying.
Yeah. They're saying, Aerith is saying, my Explorer trail is done. How have you planned this out? That just gives me more bread back. I pretty much just do some of the older ones and just let it go. We'll try a new one here. We'll work on it. I still have Explorer stuff to do, so I do 8-9 on auto right now.
Okay.
But let's see how my crew does on auto here. I think this is 9-11. So then I'll do 9-12 afterwards. So yeah. I'll pay someone with plasma to do my trail.
Oh my god. What do I do?
Yeah.
I feel like on my explorer missions, I do like 11, but it takes a couple minutes. It's
It does.
it's not like quick. It's just like
No, I think Maz actually had the best idea when she was on the stream with us. And Maz's idea was that any explorer mission where you have the green, like it's not a close call, it's not the difficult one, but it's the green one where it's just like, yeah, you have this one, those you can just auto. Like that is the condition that you can auto because you just have it done so much that there's no like question about it, right? The close call and the red, obviously there's a question. The green ones you're good. So just be able to auto. Those are the ones.
Or do it as like, hey, if you play it, you would most likely get this. If you don't, you get a 20% cut.
Yeah.
Directly off of what you get.
Yeah.
I think like have it done like that or something, because a lot of games do that. Like, yeah, you could get 8 pieces for this, or you can auto it for 5.
Right.
And because at this point it's just like I have so much bread. It will take me literally probably a month of keeping my phone plugged in and just tapping auto to just go ahead and do it.
Right. Oh, we're on 9-12.
Maybe even like
we got through 9-11. Oh, Aerith, Daryl is the funniest thing. I told Delete this earlier. I always end up with just Chef running through everything now. Look, I'm working through it, right? I'm on the difficulty 3, and I'm working my way through. I do Daryl, Maddie, and I know I should use Trish, but I use Daryl, Maddie, and Chef. And I lose Daryl and Maddie just due to taking damage because I don't have food and water. They just die. So I'm left with Chef, and Chef so far has just soloed like everything for me. Chef has managed to get through the last like 2 difficulties just like all by himself. It is fantastic. Yeah, Daryl dies so easily. He dies so easily. So let's see if he can survive this. Which of the following items is not suitable as a weapon? A submachine gun, a shaver, a baseball bat, and a machete. Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I feel like a shaver could be pretty impressive. Aerith is going with shaver. Okay. I mean, if you guys are sure, I can think of some deadly ways that you could use a shaver, but we're just going to go with that. Okay, you got it correct. So we'll leave. We got some water. I'm going to drink that immediately because I need some water now. So there we go.
Some high quality H2O.
It is. Well, actually, I think it was white wine. It hydrates you, apparently. I can't see what this is. Oh, this is a victim with a severed hand before he was infected. Oh, he's infected now. We're fighting him. He got to die. He's got to die right now. Okay. Ava has used a shaver as a weapon. It's not surprising. Okay, let's get rid of all those.
Could probably plead the case that a shaver is a taser in real life.
It depends where you
But,
shave them.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Depends where you shave them. Okay. We are getting dehydrated now, so we're slowly gonna watch the death of Maddie and Daryl. We came across a bull carcass. Perfect.
You know what will crush you too is having too many things in your backpack.
But that's only if you're overload. My load is
if you're overloading. Yeah, that hurts more than anything.
I failed on getting meat. I failed on burying, so we lost. I don't care about the happiness. I'm still pretty happy, but Lucky. Let's see what we can get from Lucky. Blue. We're getting the blue bonus. We're getting the watch. We're taking the watch. Oh, that actually unlocked an achievement. The watch unlocked an achievement. Okay, we're examining the signal tower. Somehow examining the signal tower got us a mushroom. Okay, we got a mushroom.
And cracking it gives you a question.
Yeah. Also, how do you fail letting a dog? What?
What?
I wait. A petting. I think she means petting a dog. There's the Maddie one. When you meet Maddie, that you can pet the dog and it fails.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how. I don't know how. I also don't know why the signal tower, when you crack it open, has a bag of rice. Somebody built this signal tower very, very poorly.
Yeah. Trying to keep it dry, maybe.
Yeah. Somebody built this very poorly. Okay. Oh, we found a refugee. Let's see what he has to trade. Dark soup for lizard cola. I will 100% take that trade.
Oh yeah. Dark soup might be the worst item in the game.
It is. I agree. Piece of meat for antibiotics.
I prefer the meat.
I have a bunch of mushrooms though, and my guys are low on health. I think I'm gonna do this trade. It's a gamble, but it gives me the ability to increase their health. And I got the lizard cola, so I think I'm gonna do it.
It's a good one. That's like if you're almost dead and you're right before a fight, you can use that.
Yep. Okay, so let me use the lizard cola. So now I am all good. And we're just gonna continue now. There we go. The lizard cola helped. Lizard cola helped. Well, we have a refugee here, good old Jeb. We don't have any salted fish, so we're just gonna straight up rob him. We're gonna kill Jeb again. We have killed Jeb so many times in my thing. His
drone is gonna be so pissed.
Yeah, it is. It is. His drone is not gonna be happy with me. That's all I can say. Is not gonna be happy with me.
You know what's annoying about the challenge? It's like you see Zach, and it's Zach. The trades that he offers you, it's always the contrary. Like if you have the one, and you'll just get like if you have all mushrooms, you'll get the one that asks for the dark soup and the meat all the time. Yep. And then if you don't have any mushrooms, you get the mushroom one.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick the lock on the car. We failed.
Ooh.
We're gonna rest. Oh, we failed the rest. Okay, we managed to damage it though. Yeah, poor Jeb. It's true. Jeb gets kind of screwed throughout all of this, but not gonna lie, it kind of makes me happy. He seems to be asking for it. That's all I can say. He kind of is asking.
And then Daryl's always like, "Oh, he was dressed so shoddily. We shouldn't have done it after you rob him every time."
Oh, look, it's Jeb again. We're going to kill Jeb again. Here comes Jeb. And down goes Jeb.
Also, you know what's annoying is I use Wacko, Trish, and Daryl for the Explorer missions, and Jeb's rifle is going straight through Wacko and hurting Daryl through the dog. It's like, how is Daryl losing health right now when nothing is really hitting him?
Wow.
unless Jeb's rifle just literally that powerful.
Okay. Okay. This one is a hard one, Delete. Okay. If you are bleeding, which of the following should you not do? Enlarge
Enlarge the wound.
Apply anti-hemorrhagic drug, apply bandages, or disinfect.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one's a
that's
hard
a tough one. Well, nobody believes in germs, so you don't have to disinfect it. So, you know what? Just in case, go with enlarge.
I mean, you might have to enlarge the wound to get out whatever's in there. Just saying.
Yeah. Clearly, in the apocalypse, even the germs are dead. So, you don't need that. I mean, and also, if it's a gunshot, you might actually have to enlarge the wound in order to get the bullet out.
I know.
So
Aerith is saying enlarge the wound is the answer. Ronnie K is saying don't apply bandages. I can see that. I can see that. I mean, if he's bleeding, the last thing you want to do is cover it up, right? You have to let it out. You have to let it clot. I mean, you don't want to cover it up, right? So I don't know which is the. This one's a hard one. Aerith,
you don't put bandages on.
It's a enlarged wound. I want to know.
You don't put a bandage. You super glue it.
Everybody you can super glue it. You know they have like liquid bandage, which is basically like super glue. Like, have you seen that stuff?
Yeah.
It's so weird. I've used it before too. They have a medical one. I'm just surprised they're actually like selling it. Okay, right. Aerith is confident. She believes it is enlarged wound. So I'm gonna go with enlarge the wound. Aerith, we're trusting you on this. We're trusting you on this. I hope you're right. Hi, Maz.
Hey, Maz, what's up?
Okay. Oh, it's called New Skin. Maz is just jumping in. It's called New Skin. Yeah. How are you doing, Maz? I was just talking about how you are one of my protectors because I am a lowly P1. I was just
actually, you know, it was strange. It was like years ago, but it was like someone like a teenager invented like a device that they could use in like third world countries where if you had like a wound, it was basically, it's supposed to like bandaging it. It's sort of like a suction pump. It's like a little hand pump and it squeezed everything together. You know, like the suction caused everything to kind of come back together. And it was like the amount of like, it was such an improvement over like a regular bandage that it was like, wow, you know, they should be using this everywhere, not just third world countries or whatever.
Right.
But it was like, it never came out. It was like this crazy thing and it never really got mass produced.
Right.
It's probably one of those Johnson & Johnson, they bought it and they're like, yeah, we'll just table this until, you know, we get around to it.
Right. Aerith, just do it. It's painful watching you wait. It's about the suspense, Aerith. We're building the suspense.
It's about Finn being the most patient man in the world. I remember it was Tita Fury and he was loading up the game on his modulator, and it was like it wasn't loading. The like load bar for the entrance screen was like stuck at like 30%. And me and Tita Fury were basically just looking at it, and it was causing me such anxiety. And then finally she mentioned it. And we both lost our mind.
Yeah.
Because it was taking forever. And he was like, yeah, well, you know, it's set up. And it was like, well, take it off the screen. It was like not moving at all. It was just like, it was broken.
Yep. That does sound that's definitely me.
Yeah. And you were just, you know, I'm completely okay with this. It's never going to load. So I'll just leave it there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is about right. That is right.
You're like, oh yeah, it's just because I'm doing this and I've got this running and all this other stuff, you know, running. So that's why it's not going to work.
Yep. That is 100% correct. All right. Well, we are getting towards the end of the stream. So I hope you guys had fun. Again, Friday nights, we do this. Little bit of a programming note for you guys. For the rest of June, we are going to continue having the bunker at 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern time will be the bunker for the rest of this month. July 2nd, we will be off. It is kind of the 4th of July weekend. I'm going to be out of town. It's also my birthday weekend. So I'm going to be out. So we're not going to have a stream on July 2nd. However, when we come back on July 9th, it will be an 8 p.m. start for the stream. Okay, so we're starting July 9th. We're going to move back to 8 p.m. Eastern time so that these streams, we try to keep them, I know McVenom was trying 1 hour. I think 2 hours is the right time for the stream, but we're going to start it a little bit earlier so it doesn't go as late, especially for Eastern time. So 8 p.m. Eastern time is when we'll start these on Friday, beginning July 9th. We're also going to have a few more things that we're going to introduce. It's going to be kind of a little bit of a revamp beginning July. So if you guys are interested in participating, we want to get you guys involved. We're going to have a lot more kind of audience participation things. I hope you guys do enjoy these kind of things where we do like the trivia questions, although it drives Aerith insane because I kind of stay on there and I question you. Because enlarging a wound does not seem like the best way to stop bleeding, but I'm just saying. I'm not 100%. I was kind of with you, but there are circumstances where you can enlarge a wound and help. I mean, if you're bleeding, it's possible that you just grab in and open it because you have to find out where you need to stop it. I'm just throwing that out there. but we are going to introduce some new things where we do want to include more of you guys there, which includes bringing you on stream. So if you guys are interested in that, we're going to be starting to talk a little bit more about that as the month kind of progresses. But again, rest of this month, 9 p.m. Eastern time, July 2nd, we will be off, and July 9th, we will be back beginning at 8 p.m. in order to do this. And hopefully we'll be able to get McVenom on a little bit more. Again, she's dealing with a lot of family stuff, so it becomes a little bit difficult for her to get on, but she will hop on whenever she can. Any last comments, Delete, before we start wrapping it up here? I'm going to get my Daryl shards. More
Thanks
Daryl
for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching, putting up with our nonsense, and hanging out with us.
Nonsense? No. What nonsense?
Oh yeah.
We are legitimate. We are professional. This is how we work. We are professionals, right? Right?
I'm pretty sure earlier in the stream we talked about some videos that some people that haven't seen them are gonna like. All right, I gotta see it, and it's gonna change their lives forever.
Yeah, Letty, don't look up those videos.
Lives are going to be changed.
Aerith, don't ask. Because I don't think Aerith was here. So, Aerith, don't ask. And Letty, don't look it up. That's all I can say. Aerith, don't ask. And Letty, don't look it up. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Oh.
As if that's going to make it better. Yeah, just don't look in the box.
Just don't look.
Just hold it.
No, just don't look. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're good. Okay, Delete. Mm-hmm. I have enough for a lucky card open. I have it on the screen. Let's see if we can end on a good note. I want
go plasma.
Those plasma. Okay? Which one should I pick? There are 4
no whammy,
options
no whammy,
left.
no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
There are 4 options left. Which one should I pick? The top row, the left middle, right middle, or the bottom?
Let's go left middle.
Okay. Delete has picked the left middle. So he has picked this one. Is this one going to get us plasma?
We'll see.
Is this one going to get us plasma? Here we go. And Delete has selected ×3. We have now a factor of 5 with 3 options left for plasma. But it finishes in like 20 hours, so I don't think I can get enough cards for it. I don't think I can get enough cards in order to get this. Right?
It's a rough shake. That is a rough shake.
Yeah, I can't get enough cards. I only have, let me see, how many more can I get? 2, 5, 7, 10. No, I can get it once I finish all my dailies. Let me see if there's anyone, let me see if I can help here. Okay. Let me get some heals going here. Let me see. I don't think I can get all the way to the end. Let me see. I can get the timer help one. What else do I need to do? Hi, Mimi Ace. Glad to have you here. Okay, I can get some points here. Train infantry. I have like 5 hours left on that. Come on. Let me see. What else can I do? Oh, the market's open. No, I already did the market. I did the market. Market is done. Let me see. Let me do the alliance crate here. I can do some donations, but I don't think I have enough because I just finished donating. Yeah, I only have 5 donations, so that's not gonna work. I do have plenty of time, but not to finish it by the end of the stream. I don't have enough time by the end of the stream, Maz. I'm trying to see. Okay, I collected a new hope, so there's some more points here. Do that PZ with only Travis. Delete. You want to join for a PZ?
Be here till 1 a.m.
No, it won't work. Maz, do you want to do a PZ? Do you want to help me with a plague zone? We can get the plague zone points. That'll move me closer. I just got 2 more, right? So I should be at 3 tickets. This will get me to 8. And then the final one, I'm trying to see what else I can do. Gather 50,000 food. Okay. So, I can do hero searches. I have those hero searches. I have another free one that I can do, right?
Ooh.
So that's a point right there. One more. So in 5 minutes, I can get the other one. Trying to figure. You know, I've like barely paid attention to what these dailies are. It's been such a long time since I've paid attention to what they are because they just keep on just popping up by me doing things. So okay, Maz is doing is gonna help me with PZ. Okay, I'm gonna open the PZ, Maz. And I have my Travis rally. Delete. So everything is good. I know. You don't even have to leave. I still want to do it because I need my Maddie frags. Let me see. Good. A regular 25. Good. I'm launching. Maz, it's up. Oh, you want to do 29s if you're doing them solo? We can do that. Let's do a 29 because Maz can handle the 29. I can't. I have to like cap out at like a 25. So hold on. Let me search for a 29, Maz. And then I will help you. Yay, we have a regular one. Launch. Share. Okay, there we go. I don't have a lot of stamina. I don't have a lot of stamina, but I'll help you. I'll help you where I can, Maz. Yay, Maz has joined. Okay, time to attack. Go, go, go. Okay. I will help you by joining rallies. I can help you by joining rallies. Okay, so once I attack this. See, Aerith, I'm doing my Travis one at a time. I just have very nice people joining me. I have done this one at a time several times before on my own. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh yeah, I failed at doing it. But I still got credit. I didn't even waste stamina on that. I failed my attack, delete, on the 29. See, this is another thing. My troops are so much lower. Lower than they should be. See, these are another reason why I really want to just cash everything in. I'm a lowly plasma 1. Okay, let me heal up some more troops. There we go.
Oof. Tequila with a nice hit.
Oh yeah, Tequila did hit. He attacked during a kill event.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What we didn't realize, I'll talk to you later about it. I don't want to say it on stream. But yeah. I don't. Okay. Are you joining? Are you joining the rally?
Yeah, I was going to, but I don't. I'm like, I haven't opened this space in forever. I have 88 emails and all this other crap that I have to clear these red dots. I have to.
Six marches are overrated, Aerith. I'm telling you, 6 marches are overrated. You just need the 1, and you need patience. I'm telling you, that is the way to do it. You actually manage to save more stamina that way. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah. Get stuck. Okay, I'm just gonna move over here and start firing at you. There we go. Okay, come on. Just die. Take damage. Okay. You're good. You're good. Yay, delete joined.
Woohoo! I don't
Okay.
think I can do just about anything.
Just do the Explorer. That's all I'm doing. That's all I can do. So the Explorer gets you the credit for participating.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so I got the credit. So we're good there. Let me see. What else do I have that I can do? Oh yeah, I should be getting close. Oh, I have to use a combat manual. That'll get me some points. So let me do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use a combat manual. Where's my Sarge? There's Sarge. Combat manual. Let me use 1. Okay, I used 1. I got credit. Is there another combat manual one? Use 5 of them. Okay, let me go to Sarge. I'm going to use some more combat manuals. I have to use 4 more. See, there's points everywhere. Delete. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, I think that's more points. Yay, Maz has set a rally. Okay, let me join Maz's rally here. Okay, so I joined her rally. I think I have enough for... Yeah, I have enough for the big one. Okay. Let me see. Is there another combat manual one? No, there's no more combat manuals. Damn it. Okay, I'm almost at the next one. People should ask for help. I need more people asking for help. There's one. There's one. There's one here. Help all. There we go. Okay, we got 1 help. Trying to see what else I can do. Oh, then we can kill a fiend. That'll get me points. 50,000. How much have I gathered so far?
Oh, I just requested help. I should help you.
Yay! Thank you. Yes, I have healed your troops and gotten credit. Okay, how much have I gathered so far? 152,000. Oh, that'll get me credit too. All the gathering stuff is gonna get me credit, and then I'll pick it all back up. So Apex doesn't kill me. So I will get my other ones. So I'm gonna recall all of my gathers and get credit for the missions. There we go. We got points here. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! All the missions are done. All the missions are done. We got the lottery points. Okay, delete. This is the last one. 1 chance to hit the plasma. We got 1 chance to hit the plasma. Thank you to Maz. Thank you to delete. You get to pick.
Top row? You think it's top row?
Middle or bottom? Top row, middle row, or bottom row?
Oh, that's a tough one. I feel like top row.
Top row? Okay.
That's my gut feeling, but I could be completely wrong, as I have been in the past.
Here we go. Delete's going with the top row. Our 1 last shot to get plasma. And did I get it? I can't see. You're watching it on delay, so you have to tell me. No, I didn't.
No.
I got construction speed ups. Poopy. Okay, well I have to reset
still not.
now.
I still don't see it.
It didn't load on the stream yet?
Is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So I do possibly have 1 more chance, but it's much less now. So I have to reset the pool rewards, right?
Yep.
So that gives me 1 additional shot. Okay. Here we go. We have 1 shot, delete. 1 shot now. Now you have your 1 shot to redeem yourself. So if we go from the top, 1, 2, 3 is top, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the middle, 8, 9, 10. Which one? 1 through 10, delete. You guys can put it in chat too.
7's always a good number.
Okay, delete's going with 7. What do you guys think in chat? Delete's going with number 7, which is the one on the right in the middle row. Which number? I have 1 shot to try and get this plasma. 1 shot. So which one do you think I should get? Aerith is saying 7 too.
Oh, Aerith, I knew I liked you.
Eric is saying 6. Ronnie is saying 5. Maz is saying 7 too. 7 is having it.
Wow, I thought someone would be like a complete contrarian and be like 10.
Well, we have 5
Always
and
the
6.
last one.
We have 5,
Oh
6,
yeah.
and 7 so far. We have
Yeah.
1 5, 1 6, and 3 for 7. So we are
Neighboring
going
numbers.
for 7. Yeah, it's all. So you guys think it's here? I'm gonna go with 7. 1 shot for plasma, and I'm covering my eyes again. Delete.
This is gonna be good. I'll let you know in 5 minutes once the delay catches up.
Okay, I think yours is like extra delayed. All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. Ah, it's 100,000 XP. Poopy. So close.
Wow. 043.
Yeah.
Not great.
Mm-mm.
Not great.
No. We had factor
That's
5 too. If we hit the plasma, that would have been a lot of plasma.
That would have been a huge amount of plasma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so close.
Hey, we gave it a good college try.
Yes, we did. Now I can just go
and I logged into 359 for the first time in 16 years.
It's true, which is just yeah, it's true. I don't know what else to say. Okay, hold on. Let me start farming. So now I'm gonna set all this. I'm gonna start farming this level 7 farm that is taking up Apex's spot. Now let me try to get my troops back into the things that I have partially farmed, so Apex doesn't go crazy because people have left non-full. Apex went freaking crazy in like state chat, basically threatening anyone that like leaves these like half open. Yeah. Which I don't blame it. It is annoying.
Anyone that
yeah. Yes.
Oh, I remember that. That was funny.
Yes. Apex does not like when people like half leave these things, so
as if there was any way to find out anyway, though.
I mean, yeah, there's no way to really find out who actually did it. That is true. But I am picking up the ones that I left off. So the ones that I am responsible for, I am dealing with. So I am being good.
Good for you.
I am being good. I know. That's exactly what it. Clear the damn tiles. That is exactly it. I am responsible, Aerith. I left some, but I picked them right back up because I had to collect.
I will say that I can't even deny. I'm pretty pissed when I see like it's supposed to seem 13 million in there, or if it's like 12.9, I'm like, no, I'm not going after it. Even though it's only 500,000 off of max, I won't go after a non-max tile. I'm a tile snob.
I clear my own. Otherwise, I do look for full ones, or I do the opposite. I find the ones that are almost done because as soon as it's done, a new one will spawn. As long as I'm going to be on, I will do the smaller ones. So I have done that too, like intentionally taken the ones that are on the lower end of completion. So that is another potential also. That is another potential also that you can do. But yeah, once this rally finishes, I'll clear out this level 7 farm. You clear... Aw, Maz is sweet. See, Maz is a nice one. She clears the tiles that other people have left.
Oh, wow.
That's why Maz is nice. Oh, Aerith, can you send me the chords? Can you send me the chords of which PZ it is? Then I can just like we can watch. We can watch as Aerith does one march at a time, and then she can type in chat how she's going crazy because she's only using Travis.
I can't be on stream for another 2 hours though. There's no way that I can watch the entire playground.
That's true. It's true.
Can't watch a 16-hour stream on one plague zone.
I know. Just watching Aerith do. Aerith, you better make it entertaining. I'm just. Thank you, Maz. Maz has helped. No, Delete's in. Wait, you're in 359, right, Aerith? Delete's main is 125, but he is in 359, if that's what you're referring to.
I am.
Yeah, his main is 125, though. But yeah. I assume it's the same Aerith that's in gas.
That'd be awkward.
If this is a different Aerith, that would be pretty interesting, too. Let me see. Where is... Oh, did they move? I'm trying to find where... Where's your trap? I'm like all lost now.
I wish they made it easier to find hives.
Yeah.
Not to like hunt people, but just, like, oh yeah, I just want to see where, whatever is at. Because you got to find that like perfect zoom in order to see the colors, of a hive or like a territory, and that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Because the zoom's still pretty close. So it's not like you could cover like a vast area.
Yeah. No, but I know people are moving around, so we've had some like restructuring in our state too. So.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, it's just time.
Mm-hmm. They have to work on mergers. We're not going to go into detail.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Work on mergers.
It's inevitable.
Where the hell is Apex? Apex is off like killing someone. I don't know where he is. He's just off killing someone. I don't know what else to say. He is
He's waiting for someone's shield to drop.
He is. He is definitely waiting for someone's shield to drop. It's what he does. It is. All right. Well, I think we'll... Oh, you know what? I never got to show you Delete. Let me see how many enhancement stuff I have. So I have 178 tactical maps right now. So that should be 2 upgrades, roughly, right? For gear. No, some of them are 45. So I might be able to get
some of them
3.
are less.
Yeah. So I can do like 2... Do I have enough for like... I think I have 2 45s and a 75. Right? I think that'll get me close to using all of the maps. And then for badges, I have... let's see. I have 411 of the capital tags and 597 of the berets. So...
Okay.
So I can get more of the bronze to silver than the upgrades to the silver, because the silver upgrades require more of the capital tags.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, so I can get more to silver. I think how many can I get to silver? Not 10. Just about 8. I can get about 8 to silver. And I have
that's a solid amount.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15. So I have 15 at bronze. I can get 8 of them to silver. So that'll leave me about still about half or so. Less than half. But that'll leave me about
You're going to do 7. All infantry? Or
no.
Infantry and hunter?
Probably more on the hunters first. And then actually probably hunters, then riders, then infantry. Because for me it's better to focus on trap.
Yeah.
So infantry doesn't give me as much. So it's best for me to do hunters, riders, and then infantry last. Because I'm not going to be setting rallies all that much. So
Yeah.
That's another reason why I don't mind doing the riders for the P3s first, right? Because they'll help me with trap. Just with more damage. So that's what I have saved up for that. And then the hero gear, right? Let me see how many of those I have. So I have all those parts that I can upgrade to.
Yeah.
And for that, let me heal my troops. And then assist. So for hero gear, I have 53,000 of the Hero Gear parts and almost 700 of the designs.
Okay.
So it's
That's a
about
couple
8.
pieces.
Yeah, it's about 8 pieces or so, I think, roughly for
Yeah.
upgrades. 8 or
That's a big
9.
jump of damage.
Yep. No, I have like a bunch of stuff. That's why it's like I can't beat even like the level 29 little infectas, but I should be able to if I cashed everything in, but I'm not.
That's a
It's like,
lot.
okay. I know.
That's a
what
lot.
I am saving all of it. I'm waiting to cash in, delete. I really want to cash in so much. I'm waiting a little bit longer, Aerith. I'm waiting a little bit longer. I have a particular target that I'm waiting for, and that's why I need more plasma. So hopefully soon I'll be cashing it in, and I may cash it in SVS to help our state and everything too. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing if I'm doing survival or whether I'm doing SVS for it yet. But I have a little more time before I'm cashing in. Hopefully soon though. Hopefully soon I'll cash in, but I still have a little bit of time. But yeah.
It's pretty funny that Tequila is the number one person in our state in 359, I should say.
Yeah.
And he hit me.
He hit 3 of our bases, to be fair. He did hit you,
All right.
but he hit 3 of our lower bases. He hit you.
I wonder.
He hit I think it was Dark Champion, and let me see. It's the people that were closer to the outside. He hit Juggernaut. He hit Juggernaut, Dark Champion, and you.
Whoa. Maz, holy cow, 36. I thought Apex was up there. Did I miss him?
What are you looking at? The headquarters one?
Solo power on the leaderboard.
Solo power, Apex is lower because Apex
because he kills all of his troops.
Yeah, he keeps on killing his infantry. Apex keeps wanting to zero everybody, so he starts attacking and loses all his infantry.
That makes sense.
It's just what Apex does.
Because at a certain point, it's just, it's just like, it's all true power.
Yeah. Yeah, so Apex is like suicidal. That's pretty much what it is. Apex is true suicidal. There's no controlling Apex. He's just it's like, okay, I'm gonna start burning you. That's pretty much it. And then he like loses all his infantry. It's funny to watch when he gets into one of those states. But yeah, that is so what funny. He does. Hi, Mrs. Darth Scion. Hello to you as well. I have missed seeing you around. So hopefully I'll see you for marbles soon again. Still doing marbles at 8 p.m. on Mondays, Mrs. Darth Scion. So I hope you can still join. I don't do Swuggo stuff anymore, but I still do marbles. So hopefully you can join for that. We still have a good time with that.
Marbles?
Yep. Marbles on stream on Twitch. You play with my balls on stream, delete. That's the way it works. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Venom's not here for that.
Oh,
then
she
it would
knows.
Be like then it would be the hot tub thing.
Oh,
again.
She knows. She directs some of her coworkers to come play with my balls on stream.
Oh.
We even had one of her coworkers come on stream and say like in the chat and say hi and say I'm one of Venom's coworkers.
Look at that.
And
then
proceeded to play with my balls.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, just the way it works sometimes.
That's
Maz does too. Maz is in chat and she has, right, Maz? I think it's an enjoyable time. It's enjoyable for me, but I'm biased. But just saying. It is what it is. All right, we are going well beyond normal time here, so we should probably start wrapping up. Thank you guys so much. Again, 9 p.m. for the rest of this month. At 2 p.m. or not 2 p.m. July 2nd, we will be off. We will be back July 9th. See, Ma said yes. She's like, yeah. See, she enjoys it. I'm just saying. When are you doing the hot tub? I'm not. There's no plan for it right now. It isn't to say I won't. Just so you know, it isn't to say I won't. There's just no plan for it right now. That's where I'll leave it. So, but thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had fun. That is what we do. We talk about SOS. We hopefully entertain you guys on a Friday night, or whenever you're watching this on replay. So thank you guys again and for Delete, for myself, and of course for the McVenom that's not here. Thank you guys for helping to make the bunker what it is. We hope you guys all have a great rest of your evening and or day, and we will see you on the next episode next week. Everyone, take care.
Bye, everybody.
Rock on, Alan.
Rock